And yes, indeed, we are back, and I am hyped as ever. The New York Knicks are finally back in the Garden, and that means Grand Theft Alvarado. Jose Alvarado will be making his Knicks debut in the Garden. Now, he technically made his Knicks debut against Boston the other day, but tonight in the Garden should be getting a hometown welcome. Back at home for Jose Alvarado. I can't wait. We're playing the lowly Pacers. I wish the Pistons were lowly. The lowly Pacers. And so tonight, I should not be worried about the score. It should just be a celebration. So let's go ahead, break it down, and let's start the show, y'all. That is right. That is right. We are back. We are back. Yes, we are back. Even back with the Clyde Frazier inspired outfits here tonight. Boy, oh boy, let me tell you, it felt good. It felt real good putting it back on. I have full faith back in our New York Knickerbockers. They've been out there taking care of business, culminating in a nice, I don't want to say easy, but they definitely had some breathing room against the Boston Celtics in Boston Arena. You won't catch me calling that place the Garden. That place is definitely TD Arena. We're here today in the real Garden, that is Madison Square Garden here in New York. We welcome into Indiana Pacers, and like I said, it should be a nice, easy game. The Pacers are sitting out Ivica Zubac, who was their big trade deadline acquisition. Now they're really seeing him, obviously, for next season when Halliburton is back. They finally get a starting caliber center back. They gave up a lot in the process, but we'll cover it all. We'll go through it as we run down our pregame rundown here. President Goomba, my man Joey DeLuca. What's up, Joey? John Kala, what's up, John? I love this guy Alvarado. Me too, brother. You and me both. And I think Knicks fans, they're also right. If they're not on the bandwagon already with Jose Alvarado, boy, oh boy, will they would be very, very soon. Star Bless, what's up, Star? Brittany, what's up, Brittany? See, I remember Star. I remember the name. What's up, Brittany? John Mosgrove, what's up, John? Eric C, Jay Hammer, appreciate y'all, of course, as always. My guy Justice's dad. Rafael Torres, Joseph, Albert, Hubian. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get to it. Trapped in the 90s. What's up? What's up? Here today, like I said, Indiana Pacers, it should not be that competitive a game. Now, the Pacers can be feisty. They got some guys that made available today who were questionable coming in. So, of course, like always, we'll go over it when we get to the Pistons side. We can run down our New York Knicks very quickly. Not a lot to say about our Knicks as we're winding down our first, I don't know, it's not even the halfway point anymore. It's like 3/4 of the way there through the season as we're 50 games in or so. But right before the All-Star break, we'll break down our guys. We've been breaking them down all season. So, again, not much to say about them, but we'll run down how they played in the previous game, starting with the captain, Jalen Brunson, as always. Ready, Daniel Berry Sports was popping. Our guy, Jalen Brunson, the captain Clutch, the Caped Crusader, as always, putting the cape on whenever we need him most. And after a dismal performance against the Detroit Pistons, our guy came right back and he said, okay, hold on, let me remind y'all exactly who I am. He said, Boston's a really good team this year. They overtook the number 2 seed. All right, watch this. Let me give them this work right quick. And so Jalen Brunson scored 15 in the first quarter, and the Knicks never really looked back after that. Now, it did get close. It was in single digits, maybe even a one-possession game at some point. But the Knicks always pushed them further back. Thanks to the captain, thanks to Mikal Bridges, thanks to Karl Anthony Towns. We can go through everybody, including Karl Anthony Towns, Salvador Chavez, Oda Austin was popping. Karl Anthony Towns came back in his first game back with the stitched up eye. They gave him old Amari Stoudemire goggles. He wore them for one half, and he said, I can't do this. I can't. First of all, they're not my goggles. It doesn't feel right. Second of all, I could barely see out there. Get them off me. I'll be fine. And I really liked the game that Karl Anthony Towns had. It wasn't the most explosive game. He didn't score a bunch of points. He did snag a bunch of rebounds, as he has all season long. Don't underestimate how good of a rebounder Karl Anthony Towns not only has he been this season, but last season, but also especially the last, I want to say maybe 2 weeks, ever since the Knicks got back on track, how dominant of a rebounder Karl Anthony Towns has been. The Knicks were in a ton of trouble against the Boston Celtics. It was a night where they were really going after and attacking the offensive glass, and I thought Karl Anthony Towns' defensive rebounding was a huge proponent as to how the Knicks were able to keep a lead over the Celtics that night. About a steal, half a block. We know what he's capable of all season long. I like that the turnovers are not too high. 2.5 is a little high for a center like Karl Anthony Towns, but using him as a hub, turnovers are bound to be a little bit higher than usual. Trapped in the 90s said, did anyone hear anything about these any suspensions? Not yet. Probably get them tomorrow morning. We'll probably get them tomorrow morning, or maybe later tonight. Who knows? Foompe, what's up, Foompe? I slapped you like, but also could have said Kareem goggles. No, they were literally Amari Stoudemire goggles. They were literally Amari Stoudemire's old goggles, literally, that the Knicks medical staff still had in their medical room at the time. As, you know, back in the day when they would have backups just in case maybe they broke during a game. They literally still had them, so they gave them to Karl Anthony Towns. They were literally Amari Stoudemire's goggles. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? We get the OG Anunoby, who's still out. Now, we actually have an update on OG Anunoby as to why he's been out. He had toe avulsion surgery, or was afflicted with toe avulsion, whatever it is. I gave it a quick Google search. I'll tell you what I read in my 2-minute research of what toe avulsion is. Toe avulsion is when they have to medically go in and remove a toenail for either it could be fungus buildup, it could be overgrown toenails digging into the skin, and they have to remove it surgically, the toenail. It could be that. So it's not a big deal. From what I read, 1 to 2 days, you're back up on your feet. You could do light movements, and then 2 weeks, you should be good, ready to go. And so OG Anunoby should be back after the All-Star break. Don't expect him tomorrow night against Philly, which is our last game before the All-Star break. Naughty Ghost, what's up, Naughty Ghost? I trapped in the 90s, said, damn, Toe G. Yeah, OG Anunoby, man. Always with the weird injuries with OG, but, you know, it's a nice, decent rest for OG going into the second half of the season after the All-Star break. It's really like the last third, the last stretch here. Naughty Ghost said, probably tonight sometime or early tomorrow since the Pistons Hornets both play on Wednesday. Yeah, you obviously want to get the ruling in before both teams play. So I agree with you, Naughty Ghost. Probably tonight or I think most likely is tomorrow morning, but we could definitely hear it tonight. Naughty Ghost said overgrown toenails are the worst. Yeah, I don't know what it is with OG. I don't know if it was overgrown toenails. I don't know if it was fungus. I don't know which one is technically better. But either way, he had to get the toe avulsion surgery, however you pronounce it. But yeah, we probably won't see him till after the All-Star break, which is what I kind of expected anyway. But it's just nice to know it's nothing serious with the toe, like a turf toe injury, anything like that. So he was being ruled out with toe before. Now we know specifically toe avulsion surgery, and we know that that's not that big of a deal. John Mosgrove said, I think Brown has found a better way to use Cat. He has. I agree with you, John, but I also think that Karl-Anthony Towns has done a much better job of buying into the role that they were asking him to play. He's scoring less. They're putting him in position to score less overall, right? So he's scoring less, but that's because they're putting him in a position to score, I think, less often. And utilizing his gravity as a hub, the way, you know, I know people were like, oh yeah, the way he utilized Sabonis. It is the way they utilize Sabonis. It's a little bit different. They're not doing a ton of handoffs the way Sabonis did and having people curl around him as often. They are definitely still doing that a decent amount. But because Karl-Anthony Towns has a much more prolific perimeter game than Sabonis did, they are also finding different ways to run actions off of Karl-Anthony Towns in that regard because teams have to play so tight to him because of that three-point shooting. Even though he hasn't shot the three-point shot very effectively this year, the respect is still always going to be there. We get to Mikal Bridges, and Mikal Bridges had a pretty bad game. Which game was it? Before the Detroit game, the Denver game. He had a really bad Denver game shooting-wise. I thought defensively he was good. He was okay. He made solid plays defensively, and that was mostly what kept him on the court alongside the injuries. He was one of the only guys to knock down shots against Detroit, and then the other night, against Boston, he was solid. He was good. I really liked his activity out there. He had the Jaylen Brown matchup for majority of the first half, if not the entirety of the first half, before Mo Diawara also chipped in and picked him up in the second half. We'll get to Mo Diawara. Ooh, I should have made the Mo Diawara graphic today. By the way, Mo Diawara graphic is on the way. He needs to be in the pregame rundown. I do think he's going to be a permanent fixture in the rotation moving forward, even when the Knicks are fully healthy, because they need another wing off the bench, and it might just be Mo Diawara. He might be ready to step up. I can't wait for more Mo. I need more Mo. Give me some more Mo. Susan, what's up, Susan? Robes Pierre, what's up, Robes? So Mikal Bridges, I thought played really well defensively. Also knocked down some shots. Was just solid. Was solid, right? You're always going to want a little bit more from Mikal. That's kind of the sentiment with Mikal Bridges for pretty much his entire career outside of Phoenix. You just always want a little bit more out of Mikal, and he just doesn't give it to you. So really excited for this team overall. But, you know, Mikal Bridges as a point-of-attack defender here tonight against the Pacers should not have much of an issue. He'll probably garner the Andrew Nembhard matchup. Just Dad said, Mo money, mo problems for Mikal. We'll see. Definitely a little bit of an issue. But he's so young. Definitely, you know, I don't think Mikal is going to be too nervous about losing his spot to Mo Diawara anytime soon. Tanaj, what's up, Tanaj? Off topic quick. How long do you guess the suspensions will be for the fight between the Pistons and the Hornets? I think Isaiah Stewart will get the longest suspension because he ran up off the bench. He continued to escalate the situation after it had died down. So I could see, at first I thought maybe like 7 to 10 games, but hearing other people talk about, like Bobby Mark said, expect this like to be a pretty hard hammer on Isaiah Stewart. Could be like 10 plus even. And I was like, ooh, 10? I was already like, 10's kind of stretching it, but apparently it might be well into the double digits, maybe like 10 to 15 in that range. We'll see. I think more so 7 to 10, but again, we'll see how Adam Silver is feeling about it. I think the next guy to get the most is going to be Miles Bridges because he continued to escalate the situation. even going after Jalen Duren after died down, and that's what prompted Isaiah Stewart to get involved. So if let's put Isaiah Stewart at 10. If he gets 10, I could see Bridges getting like a 7 or 8, like just a couple of games below him. And then you have Diabate, who definitely, he mushed Jalen Duren, but then threw a punch as well. So once you throw a punch, you're going to get suspended a couple of games. I could see maybe like 3 or 4 games for Diabate, and then Jalen Duren, I could see 1 or 2 games because he didn't throw any punches. He definitely started the fight, but he didn't continue it or throw any punches after that. So I can only see maybe 1 or 2 suspensions for Jalen Duren. Everybody else, I think, is going to be 3+, and then Stewart, I could see maybe going into the double digits for sure. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Paul Dog NYC, what's up, Paul? Raymond said, this looks like an easy game. I hope the Alvarado, push is going to get the hype for Jose Alvarado's debut here in the Garden. Should put the Knicks over the top of the energy the crowd should give them. We know the Pacers aren't a good team. They're going to continue to sit Ivica Zubac. So we'll get to the Pacers when we get to the Pacers after the Knicks here. Josh Hart continues to be Josh Hart. He had a very Josh Hartian game. Not really a Josh Hartian game against the Celtics. He didn't rebound a ton, and he didn't dime it up a lot. I mean, this guy is the Knicks resident triple-double threat, averaging 12, 7.5, and 5. We know on any given night, he could go off for a triple-double for sure. But the scoring was the thing that stepped up in Boston. They left him open from 3. We were calling for it all night. We've been calling for it all season. We've been calling for it the entirety of Josh Hart's Knicks career. Brother, just shoot the open ones. He ended up going 2 for 6, but he knocked down a couple of key ones that forced him to start to guard him and take him a little bit more seriously from the perimeter. As long as he takes the open ones, I don't think any of us are really going to be too upset with the way he plays offense. But for the most part, Josh Hart, very good game so far, and he's been, as usual, extremely consistent so far this year. The biggest issue right now is he left the Detroit game early. He, started limping on his foot a little bit. They asked him after the game. He said, I don't know, it was just a weird surging pain. He said, it's not a big deal. He said, we'll chalk it up to old age. As long as you're good, we do have a week off. Tanaj became a channel member. Oh, my goodness, Tanaj, appreciate you with your generosity. Hope you have a good time here tonight. Thank you for that. Josh Hart continues to be a very, very much Josh Hart. CJ, what's up, CJ? Great riding with you last night. Appreciate you, CJ. It was a fun game. We even got the fight of the year during the game, so definitely a lot popped off last night for sure. Mitchell Robinson will not be available tonight. It's the first night of a back-to-back. He will be playing tomorrow night against the 76ers. As always, you pick one game for Mitchell Robinson to play. He's not going to play in back-to-backs. Trav the 90 said the league must have been in the fighting spirit yesterday, for sure. There was another brawl. What was the other brawl? Deuce McBride remains out. Obviously, we probably won't see him to the end of the regular season. Hopefully, we see him available at some point at the end of the regular season, and we don't have to wait until playoff time. CJ said they say Stewart 28 games? That's pretty steep. Doesn't that take you to the end of the regular? How many games do we have left? Doesn't that take you to the very end of the regular season? My goodness, 28 games seems like a lot. Tanaj said, yeah, I joined. I appreciate what you do, brother. Keep up the good work. We got your back, Detroit, here. Appreciate you, Tanaj. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Lano Monas, what's up, Lano? CJ said 28 games is a lot of money. 30 games left? Yeah. It's definitely a lot. Seems a little excessive to me. I thought, even 10 to 15, I was like, all right, that's a lot. 28 seems kind of crazy. We'll see when the official ruling comes down, right? Unless there was an official ruling. I don't think there was. No, not yet. J Money, what's up, J Money? Need to go on a 7-game winning streak to end the month of February. I know what you're getting at. The Knicks, 6-game winning streak. 7, yeah, because they won the other day against Boston. I see what you're getting at, J Money. You want to hit 40 wins before you get 20 losses. That's usually the benchmark to decide who's a true blue championship contending team for sure. I see where you're getting at. Landry Shaman with the absence of Deuce McBride becomes incredibly important to this team. His point of attack defense and his three-point shooting can help replicate the things that Deuce McBride brings to the squad. But Landry Shamet isn't as good of a three-point shooter and probably isn't as good a defender as Deuce McBride is, but he can still do those at a pretty high level, shooting 44% from three-point range this year. He's got a little bit of a slide. Hopefully he comes out of it today, gets back on track. But never really worried about Landry Shamet when he's out there. When it's time to get buckets, Landry Shamet has come through for us so many times over the past year and a half that I'm good. I'm good with Landry Shamet. even on off nights, I know he'll bounce back and have better nights. So hoping for a good shooting night tonight. Hopefully he's back in the starting lineup. If we have the starting lineup announced already, I should put the game on. We'll talk about it. Whenever the starting lineup is announced, I'll let you guys know. But we should know who's starting for the Knicks. Lanamona said 2, adding 2 teams is the rumor. What are the cities? The cities already, I think it's pretty not set in stone, because obviously if it were set in stone, we'd know for sure. But Seattle is going to get a team back most likely, and then everybody is pointing to Las Vegas, eventually getting a team because of all the gambling things. Obviously, the league has been involved with Vegas for a couple of years now. They host the dang NBA Cup game in Vegas, so. Natigo said Vegas and Seattle for sure. It's seeming like it. I think if we got any other cities with the team, it'd be more of a surprise than anything. Foong Pei, what's up, Foong Pei? They won't let go of each other's jerseys. Oh, Naj Reid versus Moget? I got you. Jason, what's up, Jason? We get the Grand Theft Alvarado, the star of the show here tonight. Obviously, he'll be coming up off the bench. Mike Brown talked about how Alvarado came in on the off day yesterday, come work with a lot of the young players and the assistant coaches for the Knicks in order to go over some of the principles in which they follow, so you can get a little bit more acclimated with the team and the system that they run and the plays that they're looking to go through. Because, after getting traded to the team, had to fly to New York, get the physical done, then flew to Boston to end up playing with the team. Had a very good game. 12 points, couple of assists. The big steal on Jaylen Brown in the backcourt. Grand Theft Alvarado was definitely in full effect. It was a great debut for Alvarado. Hopefully he has a encore performance here tonight in the Garden. The crowd should, when he checks into the game, the crowd is going to erupt and explode. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Lana Mona said GTA double-double tonight. Man, if he gets a double-double tonight, man, watch out. Watch out. George, what's up, George? DCL Love, what's up, DCL Love? Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? We're still about 15 minutes away from tip-off, so we got some time to go over. Jordan Clarkson kind of comes in for spot minutes here and there. I'm interested to see how long he'll remain a part of the rotation now that Jose Alvarado is available and ready to go and has been practicing, with the team now. Mark, what's up, Mark? Tanaj said, where do you think the NBA is going to announce the official? What website would you be looking at for the latest update for the NBA? You mean like the suspensions? Where do I think they're going to announce the suspensions? Twitter isn't great, but I always go to Twitter to check. If you really wanted to know, I'm sure Shams Charania will be the first guy to post about it. So that's where I get my NBA news because that's where it comes in quickest. Trav the 90 said, now the league is glazing the cadavers to come out of the East. The Cavs, the Cavaliers. They won their first 2 with James Harden. James Harden looked very good and very comfortable. That is the James Harden experience, though. Mark said, what suspensions? From the fight yesterday, Mark. The fight from yesterday's game. Pistons and the Hornets, big fight. Donald Young, what's up, Don? He left the bench, plus he has multiple ejection from flagrant fouls. Yes, he did leave the bench, which is an automatic suspension. He did throw a punch, multiple punches. Those are also automatic suspensions, multiple games. He did continue to escalate a situation that was starting to die down. Yeah. Mark said, gotta check out the highlights. Yeah. There was some real punches being thrown. I don't think any of them connected because NBA players aren't very good at throwing punches. But there were definitely some punches thrown, some big ejections likely on the way. Probably to be announced either later tonight or definitely by tomorrow morning. Jay Money said, isn't it ironic? It's always those Pistons involved in crazy fights in the NBA. They got some hotheads. They play a very physical brand of basketball. They annoy teams very, very much. CJ Trent said, not worried about your bad boy? We're not worried about your bad boy? Bruce Fowler said, ask the chat how many remember the Supersonics, showing my age. We got a pretty older group of chatters in here. I think most people remember the Supersonics. I even remember the Supersonics, and I was very young. I was very young at the time when the Sonics eventually left. But I do remember it. KD's rookie year. Jordan Clarkson, back to Jordan Clarkson. He's probably not going to be part of the rotation. I'm interested to see how long Mike Brown is going to ride with him. You guys know me. I've always been a Tyler Kolek over Jordan Clarkson guy. It's very close. I understand why you go with Clarkson. But I think on this team, with the amount of shot creators that we have now, I think I just kind of prefer Kolek's He's a young kid. He's a little bit hungrier. He's trying to establish something in the NBA while Jordan Clarkson has already been an established player. He's won awards. He's won Sixth Man of the Year. Eric C. said Sean Kemp, Gary Payton. We know, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How about rookie Kevin Durant? Naughty Ghost said the 25-game suggestion is ridiculous. We'll see. I thought maybe 10 to 15-ish was like probably where it was going to go. If you ask me, I would say like 7 to 10, but apparently, other people are saying 20 plus. Coron Clark, what's up, Coron Clark? CJ said that persona, but Duran beat on Musa. He got fed up. The refs called nothing. I mean, Jalen Duran escalated a situation. He got fouled by Diabate and then got in Diabate's face and had something to say about it, and that's what started it all, because then Diabate then mushed him in the face to get out of his face, and then next thing you know, we're angry, we're throwing punches, and then other people are getting involved. So Duran is definitely the instigator. Diabate definitely took the bait and continued to run with it and before everybody else started to get involved. But it was a crazy fight. We'll see what kind of suspensions they get. Let's keep it going. Tyler Kolek is the last guy I want to talk about with the Knicks before we get to the Pacers here. We have about 10 minutes till tip-off, so we're good. Tyler Kolek is probably out of the rotation for the foreseeable future. Even when the Knicks get fully healthy, they got Deuce McBride back. Obviously, and Anunoby will also be back. But Tyler Kolek, if there are any minutes he's able to garner, it's going to come down between he and Clarkson. It's seemingly like Mike Brown is favoring Clarkson right now. Maybe Kolek will get the opportunity here. We'll see. I definitely would lean on Kolek a little bit more over Clarkson, but that's just me. I don't think the 3-5-ish minutes that they play are that impactful if he is going to try and sneak one of these guys in. I'm also interested because Josh Hart was in foul trouble, so maybe some of those minutes opened up for Clarkson because Hart was in foul trouble, but we'll see where he goes today. Donald Young said, I remember the Sonics. I'm 66 years old. What's up, Donald? Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? MBM, what's up, MBM? Don't like that TK's losing minutes. Kind of is what it is. If he were playing better, the Knicks would not have felt so inclined to go out and get Jose Alvarado. Now, I don't love him losing minutes to Jordan Clarkson. I definitely prefer him over Jordan Clarkson in the rotation, but we'll see. Like I said, I don't think the 3 to 5 minutes to maybe 7-8 minutes that are available up in the air to grab from one of these guys is going to make or break the rotations right now, but I'd probably definitely prefer Kolek over Clarkson right now. The Tassie, what's up, the Tassie? GTA will punch all the Pistons. Kimberly Love, what's up, Kimberly? How could I watch the game for free? I don't know how you could watch it for free. You might have to Google that yourself. There are definitely options, illegal options, but they're out there if you really want to look for them. I can tell you I'm watching it through the Gotham Sports app because I live here in the Northeast area, right next to New York. So I am blacked out from the game from NBA League Pass, so I have to purchase, to watch it legally, I have to purchase the Gotham Sports app, which is ridiculously expensive and also not a very good video player. Tonight's game, for me, will likely be heavily delayed. Unfortunately, I apologize for that, just because, like I said, the NBA League Pass is not the greatest streaming platform. Justice's dad put the illegal site in the chat. I don't know about it. I don't see nothing. If I don't see nothing, I can't say nothing. So it's in the chat now. I don't subscribe to it. I'm not suggesting it, but it's out there. Naughty Ghost said NBA blackouts are so lame. Yeah, it's just a way to continue to gouge money away from its fan base. Harvey, what's up, Harvey? Love your analysis. Not the shirt and tie combo. Yeah, the tie doesn't go great with the shirt, but this is my Clyde Frazier-inspired outfit here tonight. Want to get back to the Clyde Frazier-inspired outfits because our New York Knicks are finally back on track, competing the way they should. Now, let's get to the Indiana Pacers before we run out of time here. Not a lot to go over with the Pacers. I'm not going to break down a lot of their end-of-the-bench guys who likely won't be a part of the rotation next year. So, unfortunately, a lot of the guys we'll see playing here tonight don't have player graphics, but we'll run down their usual rotation here. Siakam, 23.5. Isn't Siakam an all-star this year? On one of the worst teams in the league, Siakam has performed so well that he was named an all-star. I mean, 48% from the field, 37% from three-point range is ridiculous for Pascal Siakam on a team where he is the number one option, one of the only consistent guys who can score. He has been absolutely phenomenal. Without Pascal Siakam this year, they might have like 5 or 6 wins. I mean, they are truly bereft of of like a full team that makes sense. A lot of this obviously runs the way it does because of Tyrese Halliburton and the impact that he has, but also just even outside of that, this team would be solid if they didn't deal with the multitude of injuries that they had to deal with, especially to start the year, and it's continued as the year's gone on. I mean, Mathurin, he's traded now, but Mathurin struggled with a ton of injuries. Nembhard struggled with a ton of injuries. Nesmith continues to struggle with injuries. So if Siakam, and he has, misses a couple of games here and there, they truly have nothing to go to out there. With all the injuries they've dealt with. McConnell's been in and out of the lineup. Obi Toppin hurt his foot. He's been out majority of the year, if not the entirety of the year at this point. So it's been a rough season for the Indiana Pacers. They're definitely embracing it. They now need to keep a top 4 pick. So they're going to be competing for the worst record in the league down the stretch of the season here. They need to keep the top 4 pick in order to retain that pick, or else it goes to the Clippers after the Zubac trade. But either way, as of right now, Pacers are just not a good team, and they're not looking to win. Right? Next year, they will be right back into title contention with Halliburton back and Zubac, full training camp ready to go. But right now, they are not a good team. Nadigo said, did they make a coaching change since the finals? No. I've heard their coaching has been significantly more at fault than Halliburton being out. They've dealt with a bunch of injuries. They're not looking to win games this year. After the way they started, it was like, oh, okay, we're tanking this year. We're taking the year off. They're sitting guys. If you have a hangnail, you're sitting. If you have a strained hamstring, you're sitting like 2 months out. Like we're not even, if you're not 100%, you're not playing. And they're definitely looking at the end of their bench guys. This is a throwaway year for them. This is an absolute throwaway year for them. Unlike the Boston Celtics have been very healthy this year for the most part. And a lot of their young guys took a step up. So they started the year a little rough, the Celtics, but they got right back on track. And obviously you can see now they're top 3 in the conference, tied with the Knicks for the 2 seed. And they've been pestering the Knicks all year fighting for that 2 seed. So they got back on track, and Jaylen Brown took a step up to being like a pretty serious MVP candidate at this point. But yeah. The Pacers, that did not happen for them, and so they waved the white flag pretty early. Big Red said they've been missing Turner too. Yeah, and they didn't really have a real center. They were starting Jay Huff and Isaiah Jackson at center, who aren't real starting centers. They're backup centers. Andrew Nembhard was a guy expected to take a big step up with no Tyrese Halliburton. He was going to step into the main point guard role. The issue is Tyrese Halliburton has an Andrew Nembhard next to him. Andrew Nembhard doesn't have an Andrew Nembhard next to him, so it's kind of been Andrew Nembhard or bust in terms of ball handling and creativity off the bounce. Mathurin doesn't provide a lot of that. Nesmith definitely doesn't provide a lot of that. And so it's been a lot of Andrew Nembhard when he's out there and healthy and available. He will be available here today. And Elvin Villamore with a very generous super chat. My goodness, appreciate you, Elvin. Thank you for that. Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Moran, what's up, Moran? Jay Hammer, what's up, Jay Hammer? Andrew Nembhard, 17 a game, 3 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 2.4 turnovers. Very, very good for a main ball handling, high usage guard like him. The three-point shooting is back on track after a really down year last year. 36% from three-point range, which is very respectable, especially for him, who doesn't get a ton of catch and shoot opportunities right now without Halliburton. 44% from the field is fine. When Halliburton comes back next year, he and Andrew Nembhard will be that much better because of what Andrew Nembhard's had to go through this year as the main ball handler and the only real main ball handler on the team. Eric C. said, need a good start today. No excuses. Absolutely. I'm not expecting this to be a close game. Eventually, the Knicks should be able to blow it open, whether it's the first or second or the third. Hopefully, we don't have to wait until the fourth quarter for the Knicks to blow it open, but the Knicks should blow it open at some point, especially considering the Pacers don't want to win. How do we know the Pacers don't want to win? Because they don't own their pick. Unless it's the top 4 pick. And also, they're just sitting Ivica Zubac tonight. He's dealing with a little bit of a foot thing, but he was very much playing through it when he was with the Clippers, and they were trying to win games. Now that he's with the Pacers and they're not trying to win games, they're like, why don't you just sit this one out? So Zubac will not make his Pacers debut tonight, likely won't make his Pacers debut until after the All-Star break. And we'll see how often he plays with the Pacers. Tanking is extremely rampant around the league right now. And so the Pacers either have to get on board or they're going to fall behind. And like I said, they are very incentivized to tank because they don't own their pick if it drops out of the top 4. So in order to ensure that, if they have the worst record in the NBA, they can ensure that they can't drop any further than 4. But if they have the second or third or fourth worst pick in the NBA, if teams jump them in the draft, they could drop further down and then end up having to give that pick over to the Los Angeles Clippers after making the Zubac trade, which you don't want to do in this draft. It's a very, very deep draft. Ty Eagles, what's up, Ty? Aaron Nesmith is I will never forget the Aaron Nesmith game where I was. Obviously, we were streaming. We were right here. The Aaron Nesmith game in which he went 8 for 8 from 3 or something like that and couldn't miss a 3 in the fourth quarter against the Knicks to ultimately knock them out in that first game after the Halliburton shot as well later on in that game. I will never forget that, but since then, Nesmith has been fine as a three-point shooter this season, under 40% from the field, 37% from three-point range, not really doing a whole lot outside of just shooting catch-and-shoot threes really this season. Nesmith is a dangerous man, but as long as you can close out his airspace, he's not really doing much out there on the court anymore. Phillip, what's up, Phillip? Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Jason said, too much tanking going on in the league nowadays. Way too much. Way too much. Let's get to TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell, listen, we could talk about the counting stats. Counting stats are great. Almost 5 assists to only 1.2 turnovers. It's phenomenal for a backup guard. The three-point shooting is always a question mark with TJ McConnell, but let me tell you something. McConnell's one of the scariest. I wrote it down here in the context. McConnell's one of the scariest backup guards I've ever seen in my entire life of watching basketball. He is absolutely horrifying when it comes to the game. Don't be fooled by a 6 foot. He's listed at 6'1". This man might as well be 5'11". Don't be fooled by this. This man is a demon when on the court. He is horrifying. The Thunder were horrified by him in the finals last year. The Knicks had no answers for him. And he has been an absolute demon on the court come playoff time. When push comes to shove and you need to win a basketball game, I want TJ McConnell on my side. He scares me. And guess what? He was questionable coming into tonight. He is available. It should be a good matchup. Alvarado, please take care of this man for us. We have lacked the TJ McConnell stopper for so many years. Jose Alvarado, please take care of this man. Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug Fresh? Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? John, what's up, John? Still have nightmares of Nesmith? Me too. Creative Monkey, what's up, Creative? Do you think Aaron Nesmith makes 2 threes? Maybe. Yak said he is hardly getting minutes. McConnell was questionable coming into today. He has missed so many games, but he will be available tonight. Obi Toppin has been out majority of the year. He is not available tonight. He's missing with a very, very serious foot injury. They'll likely hold him out majority of the year. Maybe they'll bring him back for the last couple of games just so he can get some run a little bit. But they have no incentive of rushing him back from that injury. He was supposed to be available sometime here in February. That was the initial timetable reported back when the Pacers didn't think their season was going to be this bad. And now that it's February, they're like, yeah, there's no real timetable for him to return, which tells you all that you need to know about where the Pacers are in their season. Just fully committed to not winning any basketball games, which is why the Knicks shouldn't have an issue tonight beating the Pacers. They shouldn't. But you never know. Jay Huff is back into a very much more apropos role for him, coming off as the backup big, 8.6 points, almost 4 rebounds. He tried to hold his own as a starter. He's good, but he's not great. Not a great rebounder, only 4, even with extended minutes as the starter, with Isaiah Jackson dealing with injuries and foul trouble this year. 47% from the field, 32% from three-point range. This is really the thing if he wants to really carve out a backup role in the NBA. If he can get this to respectability levels, I'm talking 35-ish%, around there, 34 to 36% is, to me, respectable. You have to respect it. You're not going to run him off the line or anything like that. You'll still dare him to shoot a little bit, but it's definitely respectable. You can't leave him wide open at that point. 32%, really not worried about Jay Huff firing away threes. 47% from the field. We know he's more of a lob threat, more of a driver and dunker. Outside of dunking, doesn't really have much of a finishing game. He is a good rim protector, though, at 2 blocks per game. But the Knicks should not have any issues against Jay Huff here tonight, especially with Karl-Anthony Towns available and ready to go. Maybe Hug Porty might struggle a little bit more, but I got trust in Hug Porty. Hopefully he comes through for the Knicks tonight with no Mitchell Robinson available. I believe that's it, and that is it. That's going to finish our rundown there, and at 7:40, we should be getting ready for the tip-off any minute, right on time, y'all. I love when we finish our rundowns right on time. Let's look at our NBA slate before we get ready for the tip-off here. Who do we have tonight? Obviously, our Pacers-Knicks game is the first to tip off here tonight. 8 o'clock, we have Clippers-Rockets. Interesting game, okay. Nick Yak said, hip-hop hooray for Susan, positivity we need in this chat, absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out Susan. We got Mavs Suns later tonight at 9, and then the late game is going to be Spurs Lakers. You guys know how I feel about the Lakers. Eric C. said the only thing Huff looks like a threat to is luring kids into a van by offering candy. That is crazy. He does look a little disheveled out there. I'm not going to lie. I'm a big fan of Jay Huff's game. I like Jay Huff's game a lot. I liked him when he was with the Grizzlies. I think he's a solid backup big. Not a great backup big. I think he's a solid one. Who definitely has more room to grow. I think it's been a year of growth a little bit for Jay Huff. but definitely wasn't the starter that they kind of had him in, the position in, because they just lacked big man after the departure of Miles Turner. Now they have their big man in Ivica Zubac. And I would argue going from Turner to Zubac is a huge upgrade. I think Zubac is one of the most underrated bigs in the league, if not the most underrated big in the league. And I think he's a really good rim protector. I think he's an excellent roll man. I think he's one of the best screen setters in the league. All right, we have the starting lineup, and Shamet is in for the injured OG Anunoby. As for the Pacers, they got Hart, Quentin Jackson, Aaron Nesmith, Pascal Siakam, and Micah Potter as the starting center. No Jay Huff, who will continue to come off the bench. Jay Hammer said, we don't play intense enough defense for anyone to want to fight us. I don't think you should want teams to fight you. I don't think you should want your defense to be so intense that teams want to fight you. Seems a little counterproductive to me. All right, here we go. Got our game cast ready. Here we go. The Knicks win the tip. Josh Hart has it. Josh Hart will bring it down. Nembhard already applying backcourt pressure to Brunson, who didn't even have the ball yet. Now Brunson has it up top. Coming to his left to get it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing, being guarded by Micah Potter. Towns should be able to feast a little bit here. He's going to put him in the post. Drop step, puts it up off glass. Got it to go. And I like them allowing Karl-Anthony Towns to just traditional post up. Don't need to run too much of a play. He's got Micah Potter on him. Just let the big man cook. Good drop step and finish floater off the glass for Karl-Anthony Towns to start the game. Nesmith kicks it out to Nembhard up top, being chased by Bridges, coming to his left of the screen. Kicks it up top to Nesmith, ran off the line by Shamet. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Nesmith. Too strong, can't get it to go. Bridges, a nice strong rebound over Potter. Now here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson on the right wing, picked up by Quinn Jackson. Brunson has him in the post, backing him down, driving to his left, going right through his chest, backing him down, stop, kicks it out. Josh Hart mishandled the pass, driving it in now, in the paint, kicks it out to Towns. Towns is going to set his feet and fire. Is he feeling it? Off the back rim, can't get it to go, and goes over the backboard and out of bounds. So the ball will go back to the Pistons here. The Pacers. Pistons. The Pacers. Yeah, so we're holding everyone under 100 is what counts. Yeah, the Knicks, there's ways to play defense without wanting the other team to fight you. Siakam, a pull-up three, can't get it to go. Here comes Josh Hart off the rebound, hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson crosses over, steps back, straightaway three over Potter. JB comes up short. Nesmith with the rebound. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard bringing it down the other way. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, driving to his left, hands it off to Siakam, coming to his right against Bridges. Euro steps down the lane, kicks it back out. Nembhard fires from three on the left wing, got it to go for Andrew Nembhard, and it's 3-2 now. Jalen Brunson bringing it down the other way. 10:30 to go. Brunson up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top, fakes the handoff, keeps it. Towns directing a little bit of traffic here out of the high post. Now he's just going to hand it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart up top. Gets it over to Bridges, curling off the Towns screen. One-legged fall-away jumper. Got it to go from Mikal Bridges. Also notice Karl-Anthony Towns had nice positioning for the offensive rebound down low. Good set, good play for the Knicks. Siakam down the lane, kicks it out to Nembhard, coming to his left off a Potter screen, pulls it back out, hesitation move, driving to his right. Good defense from Towns to stay in front of him. Nembhard spins off of him, shovels it into the corner. Nesmith, an open three, comes up short. Towns with the rebound. Good defense from the Knicks, forcing tough shots. Quick hit ahead to Josh Hart on the break, kicks it out. Bridges left corner three, looking for an answer, and that's how you do it. Aaron Nesmith knocking down the corner three for Bridges. Did anything you can do, I can do. Nembhard has it up top, being guarded by Shamet. They get over to Nesmith. Nesmith kicks it back over to Nembhard. Nembhard dancing with it against Bridges. Kicks it out to Potter. Potter up top. Pass fake, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his right. Bridges staying in front. Steps back for a deep straightaway three. Nembhard can't get it to go. Got Josh Hart battling on the glass with Potter. Catches it. Home run pass to Bridges. Scoop layup. Got it to go. And the Knicks are off and running early here with a 9-3 start. And this is exactly what we want to see. We want to see a beatdown from opening tip, and so far we're getting it. Got to continue this pressure. Siakam driving to his right, scoop layup with the right hand. Got it to go for Pascal Siakam. Karl-Anthony Towns pleading his case for off-arm use on Siakam. Wanted the offensive foul. He didn't get it. Good move from Siakam. Brunson up top. Coming to his left. Bullet pass over to Shamet. Right corner. Being guarded by Quinn Jackson. Jab step three. Got it to go for Landry Shamet. And he's looking for a foul call. And I think he's got a case for it. Got hit on the elbow on the way up, but he knocked the three down anyway. They get it out to Nembhard. Brunson closes the airspace. Nembhard, jab step, dancing with it. Steps back after creating the space for a three. And Andrew Nembhard knocks it down. What a shot from Nembhard. 12-8 now. Only a 4-point game, so the Pacers are right back into it. Brunson up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Little confusion on what set they want to run here. They get it out to Shamet. Shamet jab step, pulls it right back up, swings it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Siakam. Just dump it down low to the big man, which they don't. Josh Hart driving to his left on Nesmith, lefty layup, gets chased down, blocked by Nesmith. And now here come the Pacers running the other way to 4-on-4. Siakam just bullies his way to the basket for the scoop layup past Shamet, got it to go. And now it's 10-2, and the Pacers are right back into the game. Here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it the other way, looking for an answer. Brunson up top being guarded by Nembhard, coming to his left off the town screen. Brunson down the lanes, got space, kicks it out to Shamet, tough pass, but they swing it over to an open Bridges, right wing three for Bridges. Can't get it to go. Nesmith skying, snags the rebound. And then they call a foul on Towns. I don't think that's a foul on Towns. I think that's a play on. Nesmith essentially climbing the back of Karl-Anthony Towns there. We opened the game up giving the ball to Towns, and Towns took Michael Potter in the post and got an easy basket. The fact that we haven't fed him in the post again, I don't like. Nembhard up top gets it over to Siakam. Siakam coming to his right. Bridges forced to pick up. Siakam's going to look to dance, leans in, draws the foul, gets the bucket anyway. And he's going to go to the foul line for one more as the Pacers could possibly take the lead here. 7:35 to go. Nadigo said, always a great day when the Pacers lose a game. Siakam hooping early. At the foul line for one more. And Siakam gets it to go. And it is 13-12. 7:30 to go. Brunson up top being guarded by Nembhard, coming to his right. Off the screen, crosses over to his left, down the lane, in the paint, throws up the floater. Got a friendly bounce from Jalen Brunson off the front of the rim, gets it to drop down. 14-13, approaching the 7-minute mark. Nembhard bringing it the other way, being guarded by Shamet now. They swing it out to Siakam, pick and pop three for Siakam. He's open. Got it to go for Pascal Siakam, who's been phenomenal to start this game tonight. Pacers with a 2-point lead, 16-14. Here come the Knicks the other way, looking for an answer. Brunson up top, coming to his right. Siakam 4 for 5 from the field for 10 points already. Brunson swings it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left, up top. Siakam knocks the ball loose. Josh Hart able to recover it. Good pressure from Pascal Siakam right now. Josh Hart putting his head down, attacking. Foul line pull-up jumper. Josh Hart gets a friendly bounce off the front of the rim, gets it to drop down. And we're tied at 16. Approaching the halfway point of this first quarter here. Siakam on the left wing being guarded by Brunson on a switch. Siakam puts him in the post. They bring two. Siakam's got nowhere to go with it. Gets it out to Potter. Inside to Jackson. Jackson against Josh Hart. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Siakam. A three over Towns. Well contested. Off the back rim. Jackson skies and knocks the rebound out to Nesmith. Nembhard, a deep straightaway three, comes up short. Brunson able to sky and snag that rebound there. Quick outlet to Josh Hart. Home run past the Bridges on the lob. And Bridges somehow tips it up and in. I don't think he meant to tip it. I think it slipped out of his hands on the way up. But it went down anyway, so we'll give him the 2 points. Great pass from Josh Hart. Give my guy Josh Hart the assist. Siakam to the rim, trying to draw another foul. Doesn't get it, misses the floater. Here comes Brunson, bringing it down the other way. Potter forced to pick him up. Brunson just walks into a pull-up three. Can't get that one to go. Nembhard with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Nembhard up top. Hesitation move. Towns forced to pick up. Coming to his left. They try to sneak it down low to Siakam. They do. He's being guarded by Bridges. Pass fake, swings it out to Nesmith. Extra pass to Jackson. Jackson a straightaway three over Towns. Can't get it to go. Good rotations from the Knicks. Good boxing out from Bridges on Siakam there. Josh Hart cleared with the rebound. They lob it over the top to Towns, who got positioning on Quinn Jackson after running down the other way on the court. Nice entry pass from Josh Hart. He's already picked up a number of assists here tonight. He's up to 5 assists already. A very Josh Hartian game. You want to talk about Josh Hartian game? 12, 3, and 5 already for Big Josh. Karl-Anthony Towns with the nice sealed down low on Quinn Jackson. Turns around, gets the easy layup. You love to see it. You love to see it. Stats and stacks. What's up, stats? Let's go, Siakam. Siakam's been hooping to start the game. Really the only guy getting anything going here for the Pacers. Nembhard has knocked down 2 threes for 6 points, but outside of that, it's been all Siakam with 10 of their 16 points so far. Obviously, this is where you miss a guy like OG Anunoby the most. Guy you could actually throw on Siakam to at least try and slow him down. But they didn't name Siakam an all-star for anything, even when Siakam's on the worst team in the league, or one of the worst teams in the league. Still named him an all-star because this is how good he can be. Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? Hoobian said Mikhail is hooping. Mikhail is hooping. I mean, look at this. Very egalitarian scoring. Everybody's gotten buckets so far. 4 for Towns, 2 for Hart, 9 for Bridges leading the way, 3 for Shamet, and 2 for Brunson. All 5 starters have scored. This is very good team ball right now. Drew Fowler said Josh is going to finish with a triple-double. Seeming likely. He's definitely on pace for it with 2, 3, and 5 already. Drew Douglas with a subscription. Appreciate you, Drew. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Suns Gen, what's up, Suns Gen? It's all coming together for the Knicks. Well, it is the Pacers. The Knicks should be able to blow this one open, right? I thought they were building that momentum earlier in the game, but the Pacers did a good job, specifically Siakam and a couple of them hard threes. Did a really good job of making sure that it wasn't a blowout from tip-off. So the Knicks are going to have to fight a little bit harder as the game goes on. No Life Lucky, what's up, Lucky? Do you see the Pacers winning or at least making it close? There is always a chance, for sure. This is why you play the games. There is always a chance that the Pacers could get hot and end up winning this game. The thing, no Life Lucky, is that the Pacers don't want to win basketball games. They owe this year's lottery pick to the Clippers unless it is 1 through 4. So as long as the Pacers can maintain that they have the worst record in the league, they they will guarantee that they keep their pick. If they are the second or third or fourth worst record in the league, it gets pretty dicey after that in terms of the odds of keeping their pick. So they have to make sure they have the worst record in the league. So they don't even want to win the game tonight. Now, do they want to keep it competitive for as long as they can? Sure. But they will ultimately, come fourth quarter, pull some guys out, pull some strings, and make sure that they lose the game. But even still, even if they don't do that, the Knicks have far more talent. The Pacers have been destroyed by injuries this year. They do have a lot of guys available to play today, but the Knicks are far more healthy, so they shouldn't have much of an issue of handling this team here tonight in the long run. James Cookfair, what's up, James? David M, what's up, David? Siakam is the only Pacer I can tolerate. Yeah. Hey, man. Siakam's crazy. Siakam's crazy. Yak said Siakam is who we are missing. Hopefully it's Diawara. Maybe. Here we go. Diawara is in the game. A couple of substitutions from both sides. We can see him here. They kick it out. Nesmith a straightaway 3. Nope. A moving screen violation. Or was that a carry? They called a carry on Nembhard. All right. Ball back to the Knicks. Bridges has it up top. You can see the who's in the game now from either team here. They swing it over to Brunson. Brunson in the right corner. Gets the airspace closed by Nembhard. Good defense from him. Brunson leans in. Half spin. Has it in the post. Backing him down. We know this is personal between these two guys. Brunson leans in. Fall-away jumper. Gets the friendly bounce off the front of the rim and gets to the drop down. Don with more music. What's up, Don? Pacers don't seem to be tanking. They are definitely tanking. Even if they stay competitive in this game for 3 quarters, they will be tanking come fourth quarter time. Jay Huff fires a straightaway 3. Got it to go for Jay Huff. Big time shot for Jay Huff, who has not been very consistent from 3-point range this year. Brunson bringing it down, coming to his left, swings it out to Diawara. Nice entry pass to Huck Porty, who got fouled by Jay Huff. That foul is not being called unless Diawara throws that pass. Nice pass from Mo Diawara. I'm going to praise everything Mo does. One of my favorite players on the team. He's very quickly rising the rankings, man. He's definitely top 5 for sure. Top 5 for sure, favorite players on the team. They get it into Huck Porty. Huck Porty up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson, jab step. Got Nesmith leaning a little bit. Brunson with the off arm. Makes contact with Nesmith's neck and chin and throat. My goodness, JB. Nesmith took a shot. Offensive foul. Ball back to the Pacers here. Catan. What's up, Cantan? In my opinion, Kevin Mack is more complete player than Jordan Clarkson. Kevin Mack? I don't know who Kevin Mack is, brother. Another 3 for Jay Huff. Too strong on that one. Bridges comes skying in to help with the rebound. Quick outlet to Clarkson. Clarkson bringing it down the other way. Clarkson dancing with it against Nesmith. Driving to his right. Throws up the floater off glass. Got it to go for JC. That's the type of play we need to see from Jordan Clarkson for sure. Quick decision. Go to the rim. Get me a basket. Nesmith picks up his handle. They get it out to Kobe Brown. Brown up top. They get it out to, or Kendall Brown. Brown up top, gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard dancing with it against Diawara. Step back 3 on the left wing. Got it to go over Mo. Mo's going to have to learn about that step back 3 from Andrew Nembhard. 24-22. 4 to go. Inside pass to Huck Porty. And the Knicks executing beautifully on offense here. If they can slow down the perimeter shooting of the Pacers here, should not be too much of an issue. Nembhard trying to draw the foul, doesn't get it. Good rebound from Bridges yet again. He's been rebounding like a monster here tonight. They get it out to Clarkson. Clarkson pump fakes from 3. Cross-court pass to Diawara. Catches it, driving to his left. Has it in the post. Kicks it back out to Clarkson. Clarkson dancing with it against Huff. They kick it out. Diawara, no hesitation 3. Can't get that one to go. If he would have made that, it would have went crazy. Because that was a no hesitation 3 with Nembhard still standing in front of his face. But I like that he shot it. I like the confidence. Shepard has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Hands it off to, who is this young man? Kobe Brown down the lane, scoop layup with the right hand, got it to go past Bridges. Well contested. I just don't think Bridges was ready for Kobe Brown to put it on the floor that way. And it is 26-24. It's a 2-point game. 3 minutes to go here. Brunson blows past Shepherd down the lane to the rim. Righty layup. Can't get the layup to go. You got to get that layup to go, JB. With the right hand. Here comes Nembhard. Leaves it off for Huff. Catches it on the run. Swings it out. Shepherd. Wide open left corner three. Got it to go as the Pacers take a 1-point lead. They're hooping here. Giving the Knicks all they could handle in this first quarter. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Josh Hart and Alvarado were at the scores table. Maybe the Knicks are going to look to call a timeout soon. Bridges up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Hands it off to Diawara. Diawara directing traffic. Gets it over to Huck. Huck fakes the handoff, keeps it. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson swings through to his right, coming off the Huck-Porty handoff. One-legged fall-away midi. JB got it to go. Pacers bringing it down the other way. Nembhard on the left wing. Brunson picks up. Gets it out to Huff. Huff back to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his left off the Huff screen. Driving it down. Stephen Brown. Appreciate you, Stephen Brown. Swings it out. Nesmith cutting. Floater. Got it to go. Beautiful pass from Nembhard. Cutting the Knicks up. Driving to the rim. And feeding Nesmith on the beautiful cut. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Stephen Brown. Thank you. Hope you're having a good time tonight. 2:05 to go. Pacers holding on to a 1-point lead. 29-28. Knicks got to clean up the defense a little bit. But the Pacers shooting it extremely well to start. Jeff Brown. What's up, Jeff? Donovan Music said McCullough hurt. I don't think Kevin McCullough is hurt. Oh, that's who you were talking about with Kevin Mack? Yeah, I know a lot of people really like McCullough. I think McCullough's fine. I'm not that big of a fan of Kevin McCullough. He's fine, but I'll tell you what, he's a lot more raw than Mo Diawara is, and Mo Diawara is raw. Eric C, and he's older, so doesn't go a long way for me with McCullough. Eric C said, remember when you were supposed to look at a picture, focus, and find a 3D image? I'm doing that with Chef's shirt and tie combo. Hey, man, we love patterns on patterns on patterns over here. I'll tell you that. I know this don't go together, but you can't tell me that it's not noticeable and shocking. Jeff Brown said it was a tough game last night. Which game, Jeff? Oh, the Pistons-Hornets game last night? Yeah, I mean, you can't get any tougher than a couple punches thrown and 4 guys getting ejected. That's for sure. So far, Nembhard up to 9 points, all of them from three-point range. He's 3 for 6 from 3. Has yet to take an interior shot. Mikal Bridges has 9 points, 4 for 5 from the field. Brunson up to 6. Diawara has yet to score. Huck-Porty with 2. And Jordan Clarkson with 2. So again, everybody but Diawara has scored so far. So even still, everybody on the court has scored. All 5 starters has also scored. I'm sure after this timeout, we saw Alvarado and Josh Hart at the scores table. Both of those guys will be checking in after this timeout here. Knicks were the ones who called the timeout, by the way. Ben Thompson, what's up, Ben? Jeff Brown said, Cavs Nuggets. You're talking about Cavs Nuggets? That was a tough game. You guys had, what, a 10-point comeback in the fourth quarter, right? Nick Yak said, drawing our center outside. Yeah, a little bit. That's just how the Pacers play. The Knicks have always struggled to guard the Pacers. Let's see as Alvarado enters the game if they can start to slow them down a little bit here. Also some really, really solid shooting. A couple of tough step-back threes for Nembhard went down. Jay Huff hit a 3, 32%. So, K Pizzy, what's up, K? Is Josh Hart a rebound magnet? He's just all heart, all hustle. Ben Thompson said, let's see the Knicks cook a dub. They should be able to get the victory today. Like I've been saying, Pacers have no interest in winning basketball games this year. So they'll keep it competitive for as long as they can, even if they can going into the fourth quarter, but they'll eventually end up throwing it away. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? Simply because Mo's one of your faves. He's one of mine. You the man. Appreciate you, Benzino. Appreciate you, brother. Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom? Cat in foul trouble already? No, Cat's not in foul trouble. He has 1 foul. Alvarado has it up top to get it out to Brunson. We're back into it. Alvarado picks it up. Got a nice ovation since coming in. To kick it out to Josh Hart. Swings through to his left. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson left wing 3. Got it to go for JB. Nice kick out by Josh Hart there. Knicks lead by 2 again here. 29-31. Siakam gets it out to Huff. They swing it out to Thompson. Ben Shepherd, a left wing 3. Got it to go. Left corner 3, I should say. Got it to go. So Ben Shepherd getting active here. He's a good 3-point shooter for sure. Alvarado coming off the Huck-Porty screen, leans in, stop, pump fake spins, got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart coming to his left off the Huck Porty screen. Huff switches onto him. Tried to get the interior past Huck Porty. A bad pass from Josh Hart. Got picked off by Siakam. And Brown bringing it down the other way. They kick it out. That's Jones. That's Cam Jones. Rookie Cam Jones. They fire the three. Can't get it to go. Huck Porty with the rebound. Quick outlet to Alvarado. Alvarado bringing it down. Has it up top. Alvarado coming to his right. Dancing with it. Jones switches onto him to get it over to Brunson. Being guarded by McConnell. And a foul McConnell. Sickin, what's up, Sick? Think Brunson's getting 6 assists and up, maybe. Levante Gardner, what's up, Levante? How many fouls does Karl Anthony Towns have? Towns, I believe, only has the 1 foul. Jay Huff goes to the bench. Potter comes back in. Potter has not been very good here tonight so far, offensively or defensively. Huff was a much better impactful player when he was in the game. See if Potter can get back on track. Brunson up top. Potter switches onto him. Speaking of, pull-up 3 for JB, right between the eyes, in and out halfway down. Can't get it to stay, though. Here come the Pacers pushing it the other way. McConnell, cross-court pass. Shepard, he's been feeling it. He's 2 for 2. Comes up short on that one. Long rebound. Fight for it. Huck Porty ends up with it. Knicks pushing it the other way. Brunson, hit ahead. Alvarado, pump fakes. Jab step. Back up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right at the Huck Porty screen. Brunson up top, being guarded by Cam Jones. Goes right into him and a foul on Jones. And that is, puts them in the penalty, that foul. It's going to put Brunson to the foul line for 2 here. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Win by 15 plus or else. Brandon Cruz, what's up, Brandon? Just up, nice call on the game. Appreciate you, Brandon, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Mario, what's up, Mario? Appreciate you for commentating this game. Yes, sir, Mario, always. Always. Jay Davis, what's up, Jay Davies? What's up, Jay Davis? They can beat us if they want to. They just don't want to. Any team could beat any team, brother. This is why you play the games. AP, what's up, AP? Let me make sure my guy will be Knicks will be 2026 champs. What's up, 2026 champs? My guy, appreciate you. Feel like it's been a while. Jerry Lowers, what's up, Jerry? Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brunson steps to the line, knocks down 2 threes, 33-32, 20 seconds to go here. McConnell will bring it down, being guarded by Alvarado. McConnell up top. Knicks had a foul to give. Alvarado uses it there, trying to apply some pressure. Shamit will come in for the final defensive possession here. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Funpei said, do you love singing O Mio Bambino Caro while cooking? No, brother. No, brother. They get it into McConnell. McConnell up top. Coming to his left. Takes it out to Siakam, being guarded by Alvarado, who knocks the ball loose. In the backcourt, Alvarado dives for it, knocks it loose into the backcourt. It'll still be Pacers ball, but they have 3 seconds to go. The 3/4 court length. Get it into Siakam. He's got to rush it. Knicks throw multiple bodies at him. He swings through. They kick it out. Pull-up 3 gets blocked by Bridges, and that will end the first quarter. Great execution to end the quarter there. Great hustle by Alvarado to make that a difficult possession for the Indiana Pacers. Alvarado just sneaking his hand in there, knocking the ball loose, diving for it, just extending the clock as much as possible. Even knocking it out of bounds allows the Knicks to reset their defense and forcing the Indiana Pacers to have to inbound it and go 3/4 court in order to get a decent look. Excellent defense, high IQ play from Alvarado. Just because you can't get it doesn't mean you don't die for it and continue to knock the ball loose. Chris Baskerville, what's up, Chris? Saw Clarkson second already. Clarkson already's got a bucket for sure. He came into the game, got a bucket. That's exactly what we need from him. Karen, what's up, Karen? Just that said back and forth they go for sure. K Hazy, love that block on Bridges. Great block. Kent Neal, what's up, Kent? Is OG playing? OG is out tonight. Toe avulsion surgery. So we won't see him until after the All-Star break. No big deal. It's just getting rid of a toenail that's been bothering him, it seems. Or could potentially bother him in the future. D the Barber, what's up, D? So quick question, Pascal did score the first bucket. I can't remember. Who scored the first bucket? I think it was Siakam. No, I think it was Nembhard with the 3. Nembhard hit a 3 to start the game. I guess I could tell you real quick here before we get back to the start. North Carolina's playing Miami tonight. Ooh. College basketball is getting real interesting. I didn't say anything, but I think what we're going to try to do come March time is try and get as much college basketball in as we can. I think that's going to be my goal, right? Especially during the tournament. Relic, what's up, Relic? Nick Yak said they can beat us a 7-game series, wouldn't go 5 games. It would not. Colossal, the Don, what's up, Colossal? Rico, what's up, Rika? So I wanted to see who scored the first basket of the game. That's why we're here, right? Well, Towns technically scored the first basket of the game. As far as who scored first for the Pacers, it was... it was Nembhard. Nembhard scored the first basket of the game for the Pacers. Towns scored the first basket of the game for the Knicks. All right, here we go. Back into it. TJ McConnell bringing it down against Alvarado. They get it over to Cam Jones. Jones gets it back up top to McConnell, coming to his right, off the screen, driving it down against Alvarado, gets under the rim. They swing it around to Potter. Potter swings it out to, they get it over to Jones. Jones kicks it out to Potter. He's got to fire a 3 with the shot clock winding down. Too strong, can't get it to go. Alvarado skies for the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Who's out here? You got Kobe Brown and Cam Jones. Gotcha. All right. Alvarado has it up top. Alvarado being guarded by Jones, coming to his left to get it over to Towns. Towns pick and pop straight away 3, comes up well short. Come on, Big Cat. We need you to knock down these threes. He's now 0 for 2 from three-point range tonight, still 33-32. Siakam putting his head down, attacking, gets the layup, and 1 past Mo Diawara. Siakam going to the foul line for 1 more. If you want to learn how to be, Mo Diawara has been compared to Pascal Siakam in terms of like his full potential, if he ever reached it, is going to look similar to how Pascal Siakam plays. They got a similar build. They play a little similarly. So it makes sense, but that's a long way to go from Mo Diawara. Pascal Siakam has developed himself into an incredible basketball player. Tammy said, are we going to do the All-Star Weekend? What events or games? Probably not. Maybe I'll put something up, Tammy, for the community to vote for. Maybe we'll do Saturday night. I really don't want to do the All-Star game this year. We tried doing it last year, and it felt like a disaster. Not the show or anything that we were doing, but just the game. It was almost nothing to do. Nothing. Maybe we'll just go live just to hang out, I guess. But Alvarado draws a foul going to the rim. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nice drive from Alvarado after Siakam missed his and 1 free throw. So it's 34-33 right now. 3J Mansfield. What's up, Mansfield? I need Cat for 11.5 rebounds and an assist. I need Jalen Brunson for 28 points or more. I also need Şengün to pop off. This seems like pretty good bets to me, brother. Good luck. Rooting for you. Alvarado knocks down the first one. He's got 1 more coming. Alvarado gets both. Applying backcourt pressure to McConnell. I love it. Jose. I love it. They get it quickly ahead to Siakam. Spins off of Josh Hart down the lane. Good help from Mo Diawara, forcing the tough miss. Pacers able to grab the offensive rebound. They swing it out to Micah Potter, and he splashes a 3. I didn't know Micah Potter had range like that. I did not know. 37-35. Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Josh Hart being guarded by Siakam. Spins, gets it out to Shamet. Quick catch and fire from the right corner. Landry Shamet can't get it to go. McConnell skies for a rebound, bringing it down the other way. McConnell up top. Crosses over to his left on Alvarado. To the rim. Scoop layup. Got it to go. And the foul. Tough drive and finish for TJ McConnell there. My timer's a little bit behind, but we'll catch up. 10:30 to go here. McConnell going to the foul line for 1 more. Giving the Pacers a 4-point lead. Could give them 5. 290 JB. What's up, JB? Is Jalen Brunson getting 3.5 rebounds tonight? I don't know, brother. Nick Yak said All-Star better than 51st pick? For sure. For sure. Not even close. Talking about the full potential, though, Mo Diawara. Siakam was also a 2nd-round pick, I believe, right? Or was he the 30th pick? Something like that. Alvarado, pull-up 3 for Jose. Way off on that one. Wide left. Here comes TJ McConnell bringing it down the other way. McConnell up top. He did knock down his free throw, by the way, so it's 40-35. McConnell gets it out to Siakam. Siakam fakes the handoff, keeping it, coming to his left, pulls it back out, coming to his right, kicks it out to Brown. They get it out to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by Alvarado. Shot clock winding down. Got to make something happen. Driving to his left off the jab step. They call a travel on TJ McConnell. That's great pressure right there for Jose Alvarado. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just that said, who would you trade for TJ in a 2K scenario? I don't know. I like our team. I don't know if I'd want to trade anybody for him. Towns down the lane, knocks down a tough driving layup over Michael Potter. Maybe they can get his finishing game going because he has been a poor finisher this year. They lob it down low to Siakam. He's got good positioning on Josh Hart. The foul on the floor on Josh. It's a bad matchup. I'd take him off immediately. I'd put Towns on Siakam. I'd take Josh Hart off of Siakam immediately. He can't guard Siakam. We've seen this before. 100. What's up, 100? Brunson's role tonight in assists and rebounds? We'll see. CJ said, I'd trade Brunson in that contract. You mean one of the greatest contracts in the NBA? Siakam gets called for a travel as he almost lost the ball and had to take an extra step to gather himself. You mean one of the best contracts in the league, CJ? Guy literally took $153 million less than what he could have had. Alvarado bringing it down. Has it up top. Coming to his right. Swings it out to Shamet. Shamet off the screen. Puts up the three. Got it to go. And the foul. 4-point possible play for Landry Shamet here. We love to see it. I like the no hesitation running off them screens for Landry Shamet. We don't see a ton of movement threes in the half court for Landry Shamet. Usually relocation threes, but not necessarily curling off the screens for open threes for Landry Shamet. Got one there. Arthur, what's up, Arthur? Knicks are playing with their food. Pacers can be decent, extremely well coached. Siakam's having a very good game. Knicks without Anunoby don't have a great matchup for him. I also don't love the Josh Hart matchup on Siakam. That's a really tough matchup for Josh Hart. I'd put Karl-Anthony Towns on him. Towns has the size, strength to match up size-wise. And I would definitely not put Mo Diawara on Siakam here. Quinn Jackson bringing it down. Pass Shaman. They kick it out. Siakam in open left corner three. Got it to go. If you're Mo Diawara there, you can't leave the corner, even though Quinn Jackson was driving to the rim. Mike Brown calls a timeout. Shaman did knock down his free throw, so it's 43-41. You can't leave Siakam there, Mo. I know they got blown by, but you'd rather give up a layup than an open corner three for Pascal Siakam, who's killing you tonight. He's up to 15 points. 100, did the Pacers go to the finals? Yes, sir, brother. David M. said Siakam kills Hart all the time. It's just a bad matchup. He doesn't have the length. He doesn't have the size. It's just you're asking a shooting guard to guard a power forward. And I know guys can guard up and whatnot, but all Siakam usually does is just get good positioning on guys like Josh Hart and just turn and fire over them because he's got the size, the release height on his shot, and the wingspan to just shoot over guys like him. And because of his slight of build, he's able to get knocked off balance very easily and draw a ton of fouls if you try to get overly physical with him. It's a bad matchup for Josh Hart, right? Because the way Josh Hart has to match up with him, size-wise, is by muscling up, is using his strength against Siakam, and that it will just ultimately get Josh Hart caught in some rough situations. Just that said, OG is a below-average wing, waist that incredible vertical jump. What do you mean, brother? He's literally one of the best defensive players in the league, and if we listed all-stars based off of impact, OG Anunoby would have been an all-star this year. Brian Jacobs, what's up, Brian? Jose Alvarado, finally some toughness. Cat is doing his flopping on Potter. Why does Cat have to flop against the Pacers 6'6" center? I don't think Michael Potter's 6'6". Also, I have not seen any flopping from Karl-Anthony Towns, so you could be upset about whatever fantasy you're having, brother, but we might be watching two different games. Yak said Pacers are not tanking during this part of the game, hitting every three. Yeah, definitely not. Brian said, why couldn't we trade Cat? Because there's no other players available for Karl-Anthony Towns who are better than Karl-Anthony Towns. You can't tell me nobody wanted him. I would have took Bam for him even. Why would the Miami Heat trade their building block center for the Knicks? To the Knicks. What would that do for them? Also, Karl-Anthony Towns is older than Bam. What would that do for them, brother? If you want to make fantasy trades, brother, we are past the trade deadline. You can go ahead, boot up 2K, my guy. Blue Jam. What's up, Blue Jam? Brian said, I wanted to hear you say it. I mean, just common sense, brother. If you don't have common sense and you wanted to hear me say it, that's up to you, big dog. The Knicks would say no to Bam, and the Heat would say no to Cat. Just that said, OG a 3-and-D player? Yeah. What do you? I don't know where you're getting at, just dead. Alvarado has it up top. They get it over to Shamit. Shamit hands it back off to Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his left off the Towns screen. Swing it back to Towns. Towns up top, driving to his left, putting his head down, attacking, blows past Huff, lefty layup, got it to go. Nice strong drive from Cat there. Tied at 43 now. Got to continue to build momentum. Want at least a decent-sized lead before halftime. Pacers are hanging tough. Mid-range pull-up jumper for McConnell. I don't know if I've ever seen McConnell miss a midi. Just missed the mid-range pull-up jumper there. Alvarado bringing it down the other way. Coming to is right off the Town screen. They swing it around the Shamit. Knocked out of bounds by Shepard. The Knicks will have to inbound it here. Just that said, I was noticing that team is better without OG. I don't know what you've been watching, just that. I really don't. Team is definitely not better without OG. Shamit gets it into Towns. Towns on the right wing, being guarded by Huff. Jab step 3 for Towns. Can we get back on track? We cannot. Long rebound. Bridges mistimes his jump. Jackson able to pick it up, bringing it down the other way, pushing the pace. Jackson gets into the lane, but gets a foul. Gets fouled. Fouled, I believe, by Diawara. Diawara, not a great game so far tonight. Bruce Fowler said, we've seen all the bottom feeders come to the Garden, and all of a sudden, they're Swans. I guess Tuesday night in New York City is a little different than Tuesday night in Milwaukee. We know everybody wants to bring their A game when they play in Madison Square Garden. It's up to the Knicks to cut their water off at some point here. Jackson driving the baseline, loses the handle. Jackson and Shamit get into it a little bit. Little shove back. Pacers are in the bonus already, by the way, which is not good. 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Towns has it up top. Dancing with it. The three-point shot has not been there for him tonight, but the driving game has. Drives it right through Huff, pump fakes, draws the foul. Can't get the layup to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Daryl Fazo. What's up, Daryl? I took Brunson under 30. Look, is that bad? I don't know. He averages like 27, so I guess. Just that said, held the Celtics to 89 without OG. Yes. So they had one really good game without OG and Anunoby, so they must be better without OG. Come on, brother. We're smarter than this. Towns knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Bruce Fowler said, there is no center on Indiana. Cat should be feeding. Yeah, they literally gave it to him or allowed him to isolate in the post to start the game. Literally was their first basket of the game. And then completely went away from it. And he didn't touch the ball for like another couple of minutes as everybody else got into the action. And I get it. Spreading the ball around and whatnot. But, like, he clearly has the matchup advantage tonight. We should definitely be featuring Karl-Anthony Towns as a major part of the scoring part of our offense instead of the hub. McConnell has it up top. Towns did knock down both of his free throws. McConnell down the lane, kicks it out. Potter straightaway 3. I did not know Potter had a range like that. He is firing away confidently, and now that's 2 straight threes for Michael Potter. Knocks that one down straight away. Alvarado bringing it down, loses the handle on the ball, and Quinn Jackson dives on it. Alvarado dives on it back. And I think I saw the ref call a foul. Both players had the ball tied up. They might call a foul on Alvarado for falling on top of Jackson here. Oh, is this a jump ball or is this a foul? This is a foul. It's going to put them on the foul line because they are in the bonus for so early in the game. Not great. Not great. James Cookfair said OG is the man. He is extremely important to this team. Alvarado's already picked up 3 fouls. Not great. Not great. Jackson knocks down both of his free throws, 48-45. Bridges bringing it down the other way. Bridges on the right wing. Good defense from Jackson, disrupting his dribble. Towns has it up top, hits Bridges' cutting back door, and Bridges draws the foul. Draws the blocking foul. But it's a foul on the floor. No shot attempt, so side out of bounds for the Knicks again. Brian Harris, what's up, Brian? It's cold leg time. We will see. Mark said guard the arc. Yeah, if there's any way the Pacers are going to hurt you, which they are very much clearly hurting the Knicks so far tonight, keeping it very close, it is with the three-point shot and with Siakam going crazy, which both have absolutely happened tonight. Towns, beautiful pass to a cutting Landry Shamet for the layup. What a gorgeous pass from Karl-Anthony Towns. My goodness, the underhand shuffle pass to a cutting Shamet. They swing it out. Shepard, extra pass to Jackson. Left wing 3 for Jackson. Got it to go as the Knicks continue to not rotate quick enough to guard the three-point line against the Pacers. The Pacers are one of the better ball-moving teams in the league. Extremely well coached. Towns putting his head down, attacking, down the lane, inside pass to Bridges. Bridges gets swatted by Jackson. Bridges got to hit a pump fake, brother. You got to hit a pump fake one time for me. Here comes McConnell bringing it down the other way, coming to his left, under the rim, with the Nash dribble, keeping him alive. Swings it out. Shepard ran off the line by Bridges, shovels it back out to McConnell. Dancing with it against Towns. Down the lane, stop, kicks it out. Extra pass to Shepard. Attacking Bridges off the bounce to the rim. Layup with the right hand. Got it to go for Ben Shepard. And now it is 53-47, a 6-point lead for the Pacers almost halfway through this second quarter here. Not a great look for the Knicks. Got to pick up their play for sure. Bridges on the left wing. Gets it out to Towns. Towns up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Coming to his right. He's got space. Hesitates with it. Drives it down against Potter. Floater off glass. Got it to go. Tough one-legged floater falling out of bounds over Potter. JB gets it to go. 53-49. McConnell. Cross-court pass. Shepard. Gets the airspace closed by Brunson. Kicks it up top to Potter. Potter hits Shepard come back door. Mo Diawara steps in. But Shepard knocks down the floater anyway. That's good rotation from Diawara. But Shepard saw the rotation coming and just immediately flipped it up for the floater off glass. Got it to go. Got it to go. We're past the halfway point. Both teams in the bonus here. Brunson up top, coming to his left off a Town screen. Driving it down, over to Bridges, takes the baseline under the rim, kicks it out, extra pass, Shamet, pump fake, sidestep, right wing 3 for Landry Shamet. Got it to go for Big Landry. Love to see that. Great ball movement from the Knicks, and a full timeout here for the Indiana Pacers. All right. Back and forth they go. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter. Got some NBA action here tonight. Now, I'd love for the Knicks to blow this team out. And they should absolutely be blowing this team out. But 1, the Pacers have played well. 2, Knicks defense needs to pick up, giving them too many open looks. And 3, hey, man, we got some good basketball right now. The Pacers are executing like crazy, playing extremely well. It is a rival matchup. Pacers and Knicks do not like each other. So as bad as the Pacers are, they are going to bring their A game to the Garden here today. You don't want to get embarrassed on the other team's home court, no matter what your record is. So they are definitely bringing their A game. McConnell, Nembhard, Siakam, all playing well to start. Ben Shepard having himself a night, 4 for 5 from the field for 10 points. So the Knicks have to pick up their play. But overall, it's been a back and forth affair. And I'll take a close game. I want them to blow them out. Should be blowing them out. But I'll take a close game. Get some fun basketball here. 5:30 to go. There we go. Brian Jacobs said Pacers' best player, their most athletic secret weapon, just had a serious knee injury last game. They said they were getting him an MRI next game in New York. So here we are. Siakam? We're talking about Siakam? Their best player? His dad said, Josh will have a big quarter soon. That will get the lead going up. I mean, the Knicks are playing well offensively. They have 52 points with 5:30 to go in the second quarter here. And everybody's getting on in the action. Brunson with 13, Towns with 10, Shamet with 12, Bridges with 9. Diawara's yet to score. Not great night for Mo Diawara. But the issue has been the defense, right? The issue has been the defense, which has not been the issue the past 10 or so games, as they have, over the past couple of games, had the #1 defense in the NBA for a while during that stretch. But tonight, Pacers are just out-executing them, and the Knicks are not making the requisite amount of rotations in order to close out on them. Leeway, what's up, Leeway? Raymond said they get up for the Knicks. They do. They do. Just that's it. Cat hitting a few threes would be nice sight. It would. It absolutely would for sure. Just that's it. Had a huge third quarter, so that's been a thing. Yeah. Take the lead. Take a lead. Take a decent lead. 5+ points going into the second half, and then have a much better third and fourth quarter. Yeah, I said, how about an offensive rebound? That would be nice. That would be nice. No Mitchell Robinson here tonight, obviously, is the main guy who gets our offensive rebounds, but other guys like Josh Hart, Towns should be able to grab an offensive board here. But again, the Pacers executing extremely well, not allowing the Knicks to play their game. Josh Hart is back on Siakam. This is not going to go well. Siakam puts him in the post. No help comes. He leans in, puts up the hook shot. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Josh Hart there. Bridges rips down the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Bridges up top. Coming to his right. Kicks it in the corner to Hart. Hart up top to Clarkson. Clarkson being guarded by Nesmith. Clarkson tried to hit the slip pass to Hug Porty, who was not prepared for it. Clarkson upset with himself and probably also Hug Porty. Nesmith hit the pump fake down the lane. They swing it around. Ran off the line is Nembhard. Nembhard sees a double team, swings it out to Nesmith, driving to the lane, gets the layup, can't get it to go. Hug Porty looked like he came over for the block shot, and out to 5-on-4 as Nesmith hit the floor. They swing it out to Bridges, puts up the left wing three. Mikal Bridges, way to knock down the big time three. Yes, sir. Love to see defense lead your offense. Nembhard gets it out to Huff. Huff walks into a straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Well contested from Hug Porty there. Dared him to shoot it, but still got a hand up to contest it. Josh Hart up top. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson an open three. Nembhard late to close out. Brunson knocks down the three, and that's back-to-back threes for the New York Knicks. They take a 3-point lead, 58-55. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Nembhard up top being guarded by Bridges. Pass fake, gets it out to Nesmith. Nesmith left corner being guarded by Josh Hart. Trying to get it to somebody. They get it to Siakam being guarded by Jordan Clarkson. Obviously a mismatch. The Knicks are going to have to break some help here. Siakam just runs right into Clarkson. That's an offensive foul. They don't call it, and Nembhard gets a wide open lane to the rim as guys hit the floor. That's an offense. Siakam literally jumps right into, as Josh Hart throws a lob to Bridges, and Bridges can't get the layup to go down, so now the Pacers are pushing the other way. Siakam literally jumped into Jordan Clarkson and knocked him over. Josh Hart fronting Siakam. Siakam gets the lob pass down low, just turns, flips, and fires the little push shot in the paint for an easy shot over Josh Hart. Bad matchup. I don't like Josh Hart and Siakam one bit. Turn the Knicks tonight. Very, very much so. Josh Hart swings it out to Clarkson. Clarkson hands it back off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it back to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it over to Brunson. A lot of east to west going on. Knicks not getting downhill. Brunson gets it back to Josh Hart, and Josh Hart just mishandles the ball, and it goes out of bounds as he tried to catch it with one hand. After some momentum building threes, back-to-back threes for the Knicks, now back-to-back turnovers for the Knicks, and we're pushing it the other way. Nembhard up top. He's being guarded by Bridges. Nembhard coming to his left, gets it over to Huff. Huff back to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his left. Step back. Now crosses over to his right on Bridges. Steps back. Kicks it back out to Siakam. Driving to his left. Bridges switches onto him. Siakam dancing with it. Leans in. Stop. Pump fake. Spins. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Cam. They kick it back to Siakam. A straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Hart will bring it down now. Under 3 to go. Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off the Hug Porty screen. Brunson pull up straightaway three over Huff. High arcing three. Can't get it to go. Jalen Brunson saying it got tipped. And they are going to give Jay Huff the block. It did get tipped. It's out of bounds. Brunson was saying, I don't shoot air balls like that. And the ball will stay here with the New York Knicks. MEM said, no worries, third quarter at a time. We'll see. Just that said, okay, I'm wrong about Josh so far. Josh has just not looked to score. He's only taken 2 shots here tonight. 4 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, though. Josh Hart down the lane, takes another shot there. Gets fouled going to the rim. He's upset at himself for missing the layup after the foul, but he will go to the foul line for 2. Hubian said, what happened to Mitch? It is the first night of a back-to-back. Mitchell Robinson does not play in both back-to-back games, so we will be seeing Mitchell Robinson tomorrow when they play Philadelphia. Bruce Fowler said, the Knicks are the reason it's an automatic fine and suspension for leaving the bench. See Knicks versus Miami. It was that whole era, but yeah. Yeah, it was definitely that series with the Knicks for sure. Knicks in Miami. Josh Hart knocks down both free throws. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, Big Josh. Nesmith has it on the right wing. Almost lost it. Tried to save it in bounds. Brunson able to pick it up. 1-on-1 against Cam Jones. Leans in, floater off glass. Got it to go down for Jalen Brunson. Nice finish on the left side. Good defense from Cam Jones, but obviously when you're backpedaling like that, only so much you can do. Brunson up to 18 first half points here. Nembhard weaving off around the defense. Hands it off to Cam Jones. Coming off the Huff screen, and Huff gets the lob pass as Brunson got caught up on the screen. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Spins, coming to his left. Down the lane, kicks out to Josh Hart. Extra pass to Shaman. Wide open, right corner three. Line me up, big Landry. Comes up well short. Landry knocks the ball loose, though, going for his own rebound and saves it over to Bridges. Swings it out to Brunson. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Pump fakes on Huff. Driving past him. Down the lane. Takes some contact. Can't get the layup to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Knicks doing a pretty decent job of driving it down, drawing contact, and getting to the foul line. But a couple of Knicks tonight are a little frustrated after getting the contact and getting the whistle, feeling like they still should have knocked down the shot. And they definitely did at the angle. Towns a couple of times. Bridges once. Just missed a layup that he was upset with himself with. But Josh Hart took a foul and missed a layup he was upset with himself with. Now Towns does it as well. But he'll be at the foul line for 2 free throws. Just knock down your free throws. All will be well. Misses the first one. Come on, big dog. Can't be missing free throws here. Bruce Fowler said, I hate when they play down to the competition. Now they're in a game. I don't think they played down to the competition. Obviously, the defense could be better. But I don't think they played down to the Pacers. I think their offense has been very good. The issue is, their rotations haven't been as crisp as they have been these last couple of weeks. Towns knocks down the second free throw at least. 63-61. 1:45 to go. Nembhard gets it over to Potter. Potter up top. Hands it off to Nembhard. Coming to his left. They're chasing. They get it over to Potter. Inside. Potter against Cat. Karl-Anthony Towns able to strip him. Good defense from Towns. Here comes Josh Hart. Head of steam. Head down. Kicks it out. Shaman. Open corner three. Can't get that one to go. Towns battling on the glass. Can't get the tip. Gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Yes, sir. Flex on him, Big Cat. Too big. Too strong. Too talented. Karl-Anthony Towns is absolutely hooping tonight. They try to lob it down low to Siakam. Josh Hart knocks the ball loose. Now the Knicks picking up their play. Josh Hart, fancy passing down low to Towns with the one-handed slam. Josh Hart wrapping it around his back with the no-look drop-off to Josh Hart, to Karl-Anthony Towns, as the Knicks take a 6-point lead with a minute to go here in the second quarter. Woo! Getting fancy out there. It definitely looked accidental by Josh. It was accidental by Josh Hart. Lost handle. He was going to look to kick it in the corner. Lost the handle on the ball, so he just kept it going, wrapped it around his back, and hit the no-look pass after the Pacers took away the corner pass that he was going to make. Some serendipity for Josh Hart there, but it all works out in the end. Throw it on the highlight reel. I don't care. On purpose, accidental, throw it on the highlight reel. Oh, my timer's still going. Why are we going? 1 minute to go. We got 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Brian Jacobs said Nembhard is different if he wants to be on any given night. Nesmith, Halliburton coming back. Nesmith is available, brother. Nesmith is playing. Siakam, who Chef said was the best player, Big Zubac. Siakam, Halliburton's their best player. Siakam's their best player this season with Halliburton out all year. Zubac is the most underrated big man in the league, is what I said. Just that the refs were calling travels early. Well, they called it carry, and then they called it travel. I don't think Josh Hart play was a travel. He did that all while standing on the 1 foot, and then wrapped it around his back and hit the drop-off pass. Bruce Fowler said Cat plays well in spurts. I think Cat's played well all night. I think you guys are way too harsh on Karl-Anthony Towns. You guys have this negative perception of Towns that no matter what he does is well, this is just one spurt. He's played well all night. He's played extremely well these past 2 weeks. Nembhard has it up top. They get it over to Potter. Potter being guarded by Towns. Hands it off to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his right. They get it in the corner. Siakam, an open corner three. Josh Hart a little late to contest. Siakam can't knock it down. Josh Hart with the rebound, pushing it the other way. Josh Hart leaves it off for Towns. Towns up top, coming to his right. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson dancing around the Towns screen, coming to his right. Good screen from Towns. Quinn Jackson stuck in the back. Now he recovers. Brunson dancing within him. One, pump fake, spins, fall away after the leaning in. Got it to go for Jalen Brunson. 69-61 now. Approaching 30 seconds to go. They kick it out to Jackson. They swing it over to Nembhard. Nembhard leans in, down the lane, pass fake, steps through, almost trips, kicks it out to Siakam, an open three. Can't get that one to go. Battle on the glass for the rebound. And a loose ball foul, and Landry Shamet, they say, going over the back of Michael Potter there. And it's going to stay here. No, it's 2 free throws because they're in the bonus. 2 free throws for the Pacers. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? You're doing a great job. Appreciate you, Kyle. Appreciate you, man. Just hanging out, having a good time tonight. So Potter's at the foul line for 2 free throws, 69-61. 8-point lead, can cut it to 6. Who will be into vintage JB right there? Absolutely. Absolutely. The lean in, one-legged fall away, Dirk Nowitzki-esque midi. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All the star players tend to develop that shot. Dirk is a pioneer for a reason. Brian said, I enjoy your content. I'm here and I have league pass every game. Thanks, Chef. Appreciate you, Brian, man. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me, every night you're here. Thank you, man. Brunson has it up top. Michael Potter did knock down both free throws. 14 seconds to go. Timer's a little off. Ignore it. I'll let you know. 10 seconds to go here. Brunson up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Now he's going to run the pick and roll with Cat. Shot clock winding down. I always think teams wait way too long to do this, to get it over to Towns, rolling down the rim. They tries to kick it out the last second. Siakam able to pick it off. Nesmith heaves it from the half court. Can't get it to go. Came up just short at the front of the rim. My goodness. And that's going to end our first half coverage right there, 69-63. I did call for like a 7-point lead at halftime. I'd take it. I'd take it. Obviously, the Knicks probably should be blowing the Pacers out today. I will say, though, 69 first half points for the Knicks. This is as good as their offense has looked in a while. The thing that has really picked up has been their defense. Obviously, that is not the thing propelling them tonight, as the Pacers scored 63. The New York Knicks, 69 this game in the first half, which is more than what they've been usually scoring. Brian Jacobs said, we'll be back next year, though. The Pacers, without a doubt. Without a doubt. They're horrifying me next year. After the Zubac trade, Zubac was one of my favorite underrated players in the league to watch. I thought he had a very Michael Wood with the subscription. Appreciate you, Michael, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. I thought Zubac was should have been on the short list of All-Stars last year. The fact that you guys got him from the Clippers, and you could still possibly keep your pick this year. Pacers could still possibly keep their pick this year if it lands in the top 4. It's going to be scary next year with the Pacers. It's going to be real scary. So let's leave this here. Let's open up our other tabs. Before we start going through the box scores and the team stats and all of that and breaking it down, let's go around the league. It's going around the league right now. Not too many games on the slate, so there's only one other game active, so let's take a look at it. Clippers taking on Houston. The fact that that's an early game, that's a West Coast game, and it is a random Tuesday night, and they're playing early? Weird. Weird timing for that game. But Clippers taking on the Houston Rockets here. That's 26-27 at the end of the first. It's a close one. Close one. Mavs Suns tip off in about half an hour, and then you got Spurs Lakers as the late game. We won't be around for that game, but I'm not a fan of the Lakers. And apparently, Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, and LeBron will all be out for this one. So definitely a loss for the Lakers coming in. Wiz, what's up, Wiz? Alpha Colindris, what's up, Alpha? Let's go, Knicks. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Wiz said the Knicks defense has been better in the second half of the past 10 games, so we should lock them up later. Hopefully. Brian said Zubac will have to play like half a role or I don't know. Yeah, this is crazy because it's hard to see him fitting in. Maybe half court in the playoffs. Miles Turner doesn't look good in Milwaukee. I think he's a significant upgrade over Miles Turner, Brian Jacobs. He's one of the better rim protectors in the NBA. I think your defense is gonna be a lot better, even than when you had Turner. Turner's a better shot blocker, but Zubac is a better rim protector. Now Turner's a little bit more versatile in terms of getting out and switching out on the guys. But Zubac gives you an outlet. He could score in the post. He's one of the best pick and roll big men in the NBA. Having him paired with Halliburton, I think there's a decent chance that if the Pacers get off to a hot start, now it's all going to depend on what Halliburton looks like. He could get off to a slow start next year, coming back from the Achilles injury. But if he gets off to a decent start, the Pacers could absolutely have 3 All-Stars next year between Halliburton, Siakam, and Zubac. That's how much I think the Pacers could help elevate Zubac's standing around the league. Like, he kind of got lost in the shuffle with the Clippers. Being with the Pacers, with Halliburton back, a team that's made the finals, he should get a ton. And Nais Joseph with the subscription, appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Got a ton of new people in the chat tonight, over 700 people here for a random Knicks versus Pacers game. Appreciate you guys. I think Zubac is going to change a little bit how the Pacers play because he's slower than their typical big men that they've had. Like Turner can get out and run a little bit more. Guys they had Isaiah Jackson. Guys they picked up like Jay Huff can get out and run a little bit more. Zubac is a little bit more of a lumbering big man, but he's an underrated, fantastic rebounder. He's huge down low, extremely good rim protector, one of the best screen setters in the league, which is a super underrated skill, especially with the Pacers, considering how often they cut and how much off-ball movement they have. Then you have a guy like Halliburton running a pick and roll with him is going to be crazy. Having Siakam spread the court out for him, I think it's going to fit like a glove. A little bit of concessions are going to have to be made on both sides, obviously, but the Pacers, Carlisle is too good of a coach, and Zubac is too good of a player and too smart of a player for it not to mesh almost perfectly come next season. Now, this season, they're going to get him out there for only a couple of games. Again, they don't want to win basketball games right now. They want to do everything they can to keep their pick. But overall, I think it's going to be fantastic. I really do. When I saw that trade go through as a Knicks fan, I was like, there's no way. There's no way. They just upgraded the Miles Turner situation? There's no way. I was so upset. I was so frustrated. Obviously, like I said, I love Ivica Zubac as a player. But yeah, I think the Pacers are going to be just as if not even more dangerous next year. Now, it also is going to come down to what does Halliburton look like next year. Is it going to be one of those things where like he misses the full year and then coming back next year and it's kind of just getting back into the groove of things, and so it's going to take another year of playing basketball before we see the full version of Halliburton come back? Is it going to be that kind of situation? Is it going to take him half a year? Is it going to take him only a couple of games? Who knows? Who knows what he's going to look like next year coming off the injury? So, Brian Jacobs said Halliburton's working out already. I know he's working out, but like playing NBA basketball is different than even scrimmaging at practice, right? So he's going to get the feel back. Again, how long is it going to take him to get the feel back? Is it only going to be a couple of games? Is it going to be half the season? Is it going to be to the All-Star break? Is it going to be the full year? How long is it going to take? Benedict Mather's also playing his first game for the Clippers. Oh, we could check that out. And then we'll go through our box score of our game here tonight. We'll go through the team stats. We'll break it all down. Real quick, this is a close game. The Clippers don't have him starting. Coming off the bench, Mathurin, 8 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 6 from the field. Not looking great. Not looking great in his debut. Does have 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, though. So finding other ways to impact the game, but the shot's not going down. 1 for 6 from the field. He is a +3 in a close game, whatever that means. Brian said Jason Tatum's practicing with the G League. Yeah, and there's rumors swirling around. I know Tatum, even going back to when he first got injured, they were like, don't rule out next year. But I don't think we see Tatum this year. I don't. I've maintained that all year. I'll be surprised if he comes back this year. I'll be surprised. I won't be shocked, right? Because there's been so much chatter about it. I'm sure he's trying to get back, but I won't be surprised if they just say, nah, man, just wait till next year, right? But we'll see. We'll see. We got some about a third of the season left. Then we obviously got playoffs, so. All right. And how's Houston doing? Houston's got their usual starting lineup out there. Sands, Steven Adams, obviously, he's done for the year. But, Yeah, I'm a lot lower on the Rockets now after their start to the year, especially down now Steven Adams, who was a huge part of their identity. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I think it's pretty rough for the Rockets. I'm taking them out of the championship contending here, personally. All right, they're showing the Mo Gay, Naj Reid incident now. Responds to Mo Gay, a lot of pushing and shoving. Naj Reid grabs the jersey. Mo Gay grabs the jersey back. Naj Reid looking like he's trying to rip his jersey off. I will say, I think Nike is the company that makes the jerseys terrible. I hate Nike jerseys. I hate the way they make them. I hate their fabric. I hate the way they sit on players. I hate their designs. Terrible. I think Nike taking over the contract to make the NBA jerseys has been an absolute disaster. But I will say, they've come a long way. Remember when Nike first took over and jerseys were ripping like every other night? They made them so cheaply that one tug on a jersey and the jerseys would rip in half. Chris said it's not Nike, it's Fanatics. I think, isn't Fanatics owned by Nike? Who makes NBA jerseys? It's Nike. It's Nike, Chris. It is Nike. Foongpei said, let go of my jersey. No, you let go of mine. Pretty much how that went for sure. He said, Halliburton should take his time like Tatum. He's too young and talented to risk his career by coming back before he needs to. Yeah, I don't even think they've even talked about Halliburton coming back this year. I don't even think that's part of the plan, especially with him tanking. Yeah, he's definitely not coming back. He'll be back next year, right? That is the full regular timetable. Again, it's just going to be about how long does it take for him to reacclimate to playing NBA basketball again, right? Just that said, headbutts, Diabate, then LeBron and Caruso. Fighting words? Halliburton should go to Miami. I think Halliburton is perfectly happy where he is. They just had a finals run. They just had a finals run, brother. All right, let's break down our game. Break down Knicks Pacers. So Siakam is the one guy destroying the Knicks here tonight. They've had very little answers for Pascal Siakam. I will say he's got 17 points on 15 shot attempts. So not the worst thing in the world. He's 2 for 7 from 3, 7 for 15 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the foul line. They're doing a good job of keeping him off the foul line. Only 2 rebounds, 2 assists, a turnover. He does have 3 steals. As usual, really good defensive impact for Pascal Siakam here. Knicks with a 6-point lead. And if they could just find a way to slow down Siakam, like part of the reason they took a 6-point lead is they started to slow down Siakam a little bit towards the end of the second there and allowed the Knicks to start getting out and running and putting up a couple of easy looks in transition from 3 or getting all the way to the rim or drawing fouls or whatever the case may be. Really slowing down Pascal Siakam is priority number 1 come second half. Outside of that, the 3-point shooting has been spectacular for the Pacers here tonight. They are, 3 for Nembhard, 2 for Potter, 2 for Siakam, and then 3 off the bench, 2 by Shepherd, 1 by Huff. Has killed the Knicks. Right? Killed the Knicks. We'll go over the team stats in a second here, but, Nembhard's got 11 points. 3 of them or 9 of them are from 3 threes. He does have 4 assists and only 1 turnover. His usual brand of very good defense as well. Micah Potter's knocked down 2 threes. I did not realize Micah Potter could pop out to the 3-point range. That's my bad as somebody who tries to keep track of what's going on around the league, but I will say the Pacers have slipped through the crack just because they've dealt with so many injuries this year. They've, played so many G League guys. I'm like, who's on the team now? So I apologize for that. Like Cam Jones and Kobe Brown get minutes tonight. Didn't even really realize they were part of the rotation. Quentin Jackson, 1 for 2 from 3 tonight. Has not had much of an impact. He's played some okay defense. 2 rebounds, an assist, a turnover, a steal, a block. So filling up the box score, but, only the 5 points so far here tonight. Jay Huff, 5 points off the bench. Daryl Grant, appreciate you, Daryl. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription, brother. Jay Huff off the bench has been solid. He picked up a block. He has 2 assists. I thought he was more effective than Michael Potter to start the game, and then Michael Potter knocked down 2 threes. So suddenly Michael Potter started to become more effective than Jay Huff. Brian said, Indy loves Halliburton and Clark. Indy tore down the jail and are currently making a brand new practice facility right there for the Indiana Fever. This is basketball country for sure. Indiana is a great basketball state. TJ McConnell off the bench, 9 minutes, 3 points. He was questionable coming into tonight, a rebound, 2 assists. Has not had a great impact on the game in his 9-minute stretch. Solid. He was okay. Didn't do anything too crazy. Kobe Brown, 10 minutes, 2 points. I keep confusing him and Cam Spencer together. Just not used to seeing them out on the court. But 10 minutes for Kobe Brown for 2 points, knocked down a layup, a rebound, an assist, trying to have an impact on the game. Ben Shepherd was fantastic off the bench. If the Knicks can also find a way to slow this guy down as well. Ben Shepherd, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 3 from three-point range. He's doing a really bad job of helping too far off of Ben Shepherd. He is one of their knockdown three-point shooters. Definitely clear the airspace on him. He's also doing a really good job of attacking their closeouts as well. Really sloppy closeouts from the Knicks here tonight. Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? Looking spiffy. Thanks for the call on the Knicks. Appreciate you, Skomberg. Appreciate you. Well, at least somebody is enjoying my mismatched, patterned outfit today. As for the Knicks, Karl-Anthony Towns with 15, Bridges with 12, Shaman with 12, Brunson with 20. An extremely impactful offensive game from our starters. Even Josh Hart with 4, 8, and 9. My goodness, he's on triple-double watch. The thing he might miss out on is actually scoring double-figure points here tonight. But 8 rebounds, 9 assists already in the first half for Josh Hart has been fantastic. The offense is moving and grooving. Everybody's getting in on the action. If Karl-Anthony Towns can knock down a 3, that would very much help. Again, we talked about how effective the Knicks offense has been. But I will say, not getting a ton off the bench here tonight. Diawara has yet to score. He's the only guy who's played tonight who has yet to score. Porty with only 2, Clarkson with only 2, Alvarado with only 2, and even still, they've only made 2 shots off the bench between their 4 rotation guys here tonight. This is really where you miss a guy like Deuce McBride, even Anunoby, forcing Shaman back to the bench, giving you more impact off the bench. But, you know, this is the way it goes. Unfortunately. What does that give them? So you're adding 2 rotation guys. You're going to take in Clarkson out. That would give the Knicks a 10-man rotation. Interesting to see if they go to the 10-man rotation. Bruce Fowler said, I called the triple-double. I mean, immediately to start the game, he was already on triple-double watch with how he started. It was just diming people up from the start. Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? Appreciate you, brother. I'm doing good, man. As always, I'm doing good. As long as the Knicks find a way to win tonight, I'll continue to do good. Just that to Josh. Seal up the triple-double in the third. He's going to have to get buckets at some point here to seal up the triple-double. The scoring is the thing holding him back. Who will be in tonight? I hope Cole gets to play more. I just don't see it. Mike Brown is clearly leaning towards the Clarkson side of it. But maybe he'll go to Kolek in the second half here. I doubt it, though. Hart has it up top. They get over to Nesmith. We're here to starting the third quarter, y'all. Starting it down. Hart coming to his left off the Potter screen. Pocket pass to Potter. They swing it out to Jackson. A 3 over Josh Hart. Well contested. It did not matter as Quentin Jackson got it to go down from the right wing. And just like that, it's back to a 3-point game. 1-possession game. Brunson bringing it down to get it over to Bridges. Bridges on the right wing coming to his left off the Town screen. Bridges has it up top being guarded by Hart. Over to Brunson. Brunson with the pass fake. Brunson calling for the Josh Hart screen. Coming to his left. Has it up top, being guarded by Jackson. Crosses over to his right, spins to his left, half spin, steps through, leaves it off of Bridges. Beautiful play from Brunson, who split the double team, and then even still had the wide open layup, but dropped it off to his buddy Mikal Bridges for the easy scoop layup. Siakam has it in the post, gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Potter able to recover it up top. They hand it off to Hart, coming to his right. Up top, they show 2. They kick it out to Potter. Potter an open 3. Shaman late to recover. Potter can't knock it down. Towns with the rebound. Quickly gets it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing it the other way. Pacers do a good back set up the defense, but Potter gets mismatched on the Brunson. Brunson's going to look to dance, stop, turn, spin, pulls it all the way back out. Good initial defense from Potter. But Brunson's going to look to cook. Brunson hesitation dribble, crosses over to his left in the paint, leans in, puts up the floater. Got it to go, and the foul over Micah Potter on the fall-away floater. We'll go to the foul line for one more. 10:40 to go. Nick Yak said, gave up only 20 points in the paint, winning rebounds big, and they can't keep shooting 43% from 3. So that's where going through the team stats. We didn't have time to do it. We filibustered too long. I was answering too many questions in the chat. Appreciate you guys. But absolutely, Yak, absolutely. The Knicks dominated the paint. They dominated the boards. And the three-point shooting has been going crazy for Indiana here tonight. If the Knicks can slow them down in that regard, they should be able to pull this one off. As Brunson misses and one free throw. Brother, we can't be missing free throws. Come on, JB. 66-73, 7-point lead for New York. They pick it up top to Potter, hand it off to Jackson. Jackson coming to his right at the Potter screen, kick it up top to Siakam, swings through to his right, being guarded by Bridges, draws the foul, Mikal Bridges. Siakam will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Dre, what's up, Dre? That's and Matherin would be an option instead. I don't want OG on the team. I don't know what your thing is with OG right now, just as his dad, but OG Anunoby is the 3rd most important player on this team. I don't know what your thing is with OG. OG's been incredible this year. He's had one not-so-great slump in the middle there, where everybody was slumping, and the Knicks went 2-9 in an 11-game stretch. And since then, he's been absolutely phenomenal, both offensively and defensively. I don't know what your OG Anunoby thing is going on tonight, just his dad, but I ain't buying it. Brunson has it up top, dancing with it, crosses over on Nesmith, coming to his right, pull-up 3 for JB as they gave him space. Can't make him pay as he comes up short. Long rebound out to Quinn Jackson, who digs it out to get it over to Nesmith. Nesmith cross-court pass to Nembhard. Nembhard kicks it back out to Nesmith. Nesmith up top being guarded by Bridges. Good defense from the Knicks. Nesmith will fire anyway and knock it down over Mikal Bridges. The three-point shooting has been incredible for the Indiana Pacers tonight, but the Knicks continue to allow them to be comfortable out by the three-point line. Bridges, a left corner 3, looking for an answer. He can't get it to go, and the Knicks are missing open threes, while the Pacers are knocking down contested threes. Knicks are going to need to have a lot to come up to overcome here tonight. And they call a backcourt violation on the Pacers. Nembhard shoveled it over to Siakam. They say Siakam was not established yet. He was not established yet before crossing half court. Careless play by the Pacers there. Give the ball back to the Knicks, who are holding on to a 2-point lead. Josh Hart spins off of Siakam. He's going to drive it down. Bump Euro. Righty floater. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Pacers quickly pushing it the other way. It's a 5-on-4. Now Josh Hart recovers. Nesmith Euro steps down the lane. Can't get the scoop layup to go. Bridges gets called for a foul, though. And now the Knicks are annoyed and frustrated at the foul call. Josh Hart saying that's the same contact I got on the other end, but you called it down here. Either way, Nesmith is going to go to the foul line for 2. And look like a ton of contact on that replay. Yeah, I don't see the contact. Marginal contact to me, but either way, Nesmith's at the foul line for 2. Knicks don't look like they're going to challenge. So Nesmith with 2 free throws. 9:30 to go. Daryl said, here go the PS calls. I mean, if you just knock down your open shots and ran them off the line the way you're supposed to, you would not be in this situation right now. Just that's it. Phenomenal has been is thrown around pretty loosely. No, I mean it when I say it, brother. He's been phenomenal. OG Anunoby's been phenomenal during this stretch. Mikal Bridges bringing it down. We're tied at 73 as Nesmith knocked down both free throws. Bridges coming to his right, pulls it back out, has it up top. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson curling to his left off the town screen, gets caught in the air, kicks out to Shamit, over to Bridges, mishandled the pass, kicks it up top to Brunson. Brunson dribble, pull up 3. Got it to go for JB. No hesitation. 5 on the shot clock. Still had some time to work, but he said, don't give me space. I'm going to rise and shoot, and he knocked it down. They swing it over to Quinn Jackson. He's got the same mentality as Quinn Jackson immediately responds with a 3 of his own. We're back tied at 76. 9 minutes to go here. Jalen Brunson bringing it down the other way. He has it up top, coming to his left off the town screen. Brunson hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart being guarded by Siakam. They get it over to Towns. Towns on the right wing hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pulls it out to get it over to Towns. Towns pump fakes from 3 against Potter, putting his head down, attacking down the lane, and gets fouled by Michael Potter. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Mark said they can't continue this percentage from 3, right? Right? In the NBA, 14 for 29 improving. In the NBA, I believe that you can not rely on 3-point variance going your way. If a team gets hot, and the Pacers are wisely using a challenge here, trying to get the offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns, it definitely looked like it, as he once again used that off arm to hook the defender. How many times is he going to do that before and get called for it before he realizes he can't do it anymore? Anyway, 3-point variance is something that I think teams and fan bases rely on too much to regulate itself. Like the Pacers are having a hot shooting night, right? So you need to adjust your defensive principles to run them off the line as much as possible. right? You need to fundamentally change in game how you guard them now because of how well they're shooting it from three. Let me look this up. NBA, let's do this. If I go here and look up the, not offensive. If I go here and bring up these advanced stats on NBA.com, what we can see is if we scroll down, we should have, how about some regular, general. If we go here to three-point percentage, the Indiana Pacers rank 24th in the NBA in three-point percentage at 34.5, right? So the three-point variance is on their side tonight. They are knocking down threes. So you need to fundamentally change the way you guard them. You need to apply a little bit more pressure. That's at 50% is amazing, but the arc definitely will be there late game. The Knicks are doing a decent job of guarding the three-point line tonight. Like I said, they've knocked down a couple of contested threes. Mark said, except when they play the Knicks. Yes. They take this Knicks matchup very seriously, as they should, even though they are tanking this year. But the Pacers are ranked 24th in the NBA in three-point percentage. They are not a good three-point shooting team this year. They've dealt with injuries. They're holding guys out, all of the things. They're not a good, consistent three-point shooting team. And yet tonight, they can miss. So you need to change the way you guard them. You can't rely on them to suddenly regress. We are now 2.5 quarters, almost 2.5 quarters here through the game. And I think they changed it to an offensive foul on Towns. So ball back to the Pacers, which we knew what was going to happen. Right? You can't rely on the Indian Pacers to suddenly stop making threes. They're in rhythm. They're knocking them down. Now you need to fundamentally change the way you guard them. Dom Anthony said, Nick looking to blow this game to the worst team in the NBA. All they need to do is get back on track and make a run. One of those nights for the Pacers, you're going to have to overcome it. Nesmith a three, he misses it. Josh Hart with the rebound. That one was an open three, and he missed it. Josh Hart gets it over to Towns. Towns catches it on the run, blows past Potter, down the lane, double clutch layup, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, knocked away from Bridges. Quick outlet to Jackson. Jackson bringing it down, attacking Shamit, off the bounce, stop, turn, spin, leaves it off for Potter for a big two-handed slam as the trailer. The Pacers take a 2-point lead. Bridges bringing it down the other way. They leave it off for Brunson. Brunson up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson crosses over to his left, driving it down, and a foul on Nesmith. Isaiah Gardner said, Brown gets me tight at times. Why is Clarkson playing over Jose? I mean, Jose just got to the team. But yes. I mean, my question is why is Clarkson playing over as Towns misses yet another three? Why is Clarkson playing over Kolek? That's just me, though. Nembhard, bump Euro, kicks it out. Quinn Jackson, trail three. Comes up well short. Nesmith, the offensive rebound. Pulls it all the way back out. Driving to his right against Brunson. Bump Euro, lefty layup. Just comes up short. Brunson able to snag the rebound. Cross-court pass to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. Dancing with it. Hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart doesn't want to take the three. Josh Hart gets it up top to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Nesmith. They get over to Bridges. Bridges attacking to his left. Driving it down. Hands it off to Hart. Hart's going to set his feet and fire from three. Don't love that shot, but he got it to go down. Thank you, Big Josh. Knicks knocked down another three there. 79-78. Offense has not been the issue today. It's been the defense. Got to find ways to slow down this Pacers offense right now as they're feeling it. They're moving and grooving. Hop step in the paint by Nembhard, and they call the travel on Nembhard for the hop step and pivots. To me, if you hit a hop step, you're no longer allowed to pivot. And I guess the refs agree with me. Chaos Kid said, fire Mike Brown. You guys are crazy. Well, Chaos Kid is crazy. Maybe not all of you. Chaos Kid is crazy. Brunson coming to his left off the Towns screen, and they call a moving screen on Towns as Nesmith hit the floor. Bruce Wallace said triple-double before all is said for done. Before all is said and done for Josh. I mean, he's got 9 rebounds and 9 assists, but he's got 7 points. He scored a little bit more. Be closer. They leave it off for Potter, who gets blocked by Josh Hart. As Potter went up for a two-handed slam, Josh Hart got him as he brought the ball behind his head. on the block. Great effort from Josh Hart. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Knicks, when it's definitely off of Potter, but usually they call that off the Knicks. If the Knicks wanted the challenge, they probably could have got it. Towns knocks the ball out of bounds, making it hard for them to inbound it. Rowe Jr., what's up, Rowe? Knicks with a 1-point lead here. Nembhard and the Pacers have the ball. Nembhard's got to get it in. Gets it out to Potter. Hands it off to Nembhard. 7 minutes to go. Nembhard crosses over to his left in the lane. Step back, spins, kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam driving to his right on Josh Hart. Siakam hesitates, stops, turns, spins. Excellent defense by Hart. Mid-range jumper from Siakam. In and out, can't get it to stay. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, head down. Cross, Potter, layup. Can't get it to go. Towns with the dunk. But the dunk won't count because there was a foul on the Josh Hart drive. So we'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's another foul on Potter. That is, I don't know how many fouls because they just took him out of the game for Huff. So Josh Hart will go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 6:46 to go. Approaching the halfway point here in the third quarter. Time winding down, and we're still in a back and forth affair with the Pistons here, with the Pacers here tonight. I keep saying the Pistons, with the Pacers here tonight. Josh Hart misses a free throw. Come on, Big Josh. You missing free throws now, big dog? Come on, man. Kobe Brown's coming in. Cam Jones is coming in. Jay Huff is in. Siakam to the bench. So Josh Hart missed the first free throw. Does at least make the second one. Okay. I'll take it, Big Josh. 80-78. 6:40 to go. Nembhard driving to his right against Bridges. Gets under the rim. Kicks out to Huff. Jay Huff, a left corner three. Can't get it to go. Kobe Brown under the rim by himself for the offensive rebound and putback. Where was everybody else? Where was everybody else? Josh Hart tries to lob it down low to Shamit. Bad decision from Josh Hart, who turns it over. Nembhard has it up top the other way. We're tied at 80. Nembhard coming to his left. Now back to his right. Kicks it out. Kobe Brown, wide open right corner three. And even Kobe Brown is knocking down threes. I'm sure he can knock down open threes. But even Kobe Brown is knocking down threes tonight against the Knicks. 83-80. Brunson up top. They swing it out to Shamit. Shamit, pass fake, driving to his right. Blows right past Huff, scoop layup. Got it to go for big Landry Shamit. Love to see that aggressive drive from Landry. Not just the three-point shooter. Love to see the diversification of his game. Nembhard in the lane. Cross-court pass. Nesmith ran off the line by Shamit. Has it along the baseline. Spins. Kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Shamit. They kick it back out to Nesmith. Excellent defense from the Knicks to run him off the line, but still stay in front of him. Nesmith, one-legged fall-away jumper, can't get it to go. Towns comes flying in for the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. In and out dribble. Stops. Pulls it out. Now driving to his right on Cam Jones. Leans in the paint. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Brunson knocks the rebound out to Landry Shamit. Open three. Can't get it to go down. Big Landry would have been a nice momentum-shifting three, brother. Here comes Nembhard bringing it down the other way. You got to get another stop. Nembhard on the left wing being guarded by Shamit. Nembhard dancing with it. Loses the handle, picks it back up, coming to his right off the Huff screen, down the lane, scoop layup, the right hand off glass, can't get it to go. Towns another rebound, quick outlet to Brunson, Brunson bringing it the other way, Brunson over to Josh Hart, Josh Hart in transition, a pull-up three over Huff, line me up, Josh Hart, no hesitation from three, I love it. I love it, Josh. And that's the momentum three we need. Got to continue to get stops. Only holding on to a 2-point lead. 85-83. Under 5 to go. Shamit knocks the ball into the backcourt, but Nesmith able to easily recover it. Nesmith gets it back to Nembhard. Nembhard up top being guarded by Shamit. Nembhard looking to dance with it. Good defense from Shamit staying in front. Brunson now switches onto him. Nembhard step back straight away three over Brunson. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Kobe Brown falling out of bounds and was out of bounds when he grabbed it. He did throw it off of Josh Hart, but he was out of bounds when he grabbed it. So ball back to the Knicks. 4:40 to go. Knicks starting to build momentum. Maybe that three-point regression that you guys were talking about is in full effect here. Starting to miss some shots for the Pacers here. Knicks also doing a much better job of at least running them off the line and forcing them into 2-point shots, which they have been significantly less efficient with here tonight. Brunson bringing it down. McConnell's in the game, and they get it over to Bridges. McConnell is trying to apply some full-court pressure. Smart move. I like when the Knicks do that. Stop forcing Brunson to bring the ball down against pressure. You have other ball handlers. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Cam Jones. Jab step, blows past him, over to Bridges, right wing three. He's open. Can't get that one to go. Long rebound. Huck Porty grabs it and then gets fouled by Kobe Brown. There you go, big Huck. Side out of bounds for the Knicks. Kinsbo, what's up, Kinsbo? Put Towns back in. Towns will come back in. Start of the fourth quarter, his normal rotations. Jay Hammer said, Kai Jones, what happened to him? I don't know what happened to Kai Jones, but that's not Kai Jones. That is Cam Jones. Or that's not Cam Jones. That is Cam Jones. My bad. Diawara is in the game. Over to Huck Porty. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson driving to his right. Step back. As McConnell hit the floor, Brunson way wide right on that three. Missed it poorly. Really bad miss for Brunson. McConnell has it on the left wing. McConnell coming to his right up the screen. Foul line pull-up jumper from McConnell. Too strong off the back rim. Long rebound. Bridges able to grab it. And the Knicks are pushing it the other way. Bridges crosses over to his right. Hands it off to Diawara. Diawara coming to his left. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson up top being guarded by Shepard. Attacking to his right. Half spin. All away floater. Can't get it to go down. And Shepard with the rebound. Here comes McConnell. McConnell bringing it down the other way. We've been stuck on 85-83 for a while here. We're under 4 to go. McConnell under the rim. Wild pass. They swing it around. Extra pass. Kobe Brown ran off the line by Huck Porty. Runs right through Brunson. And they do give him the offensive foul. Yes, sir. I was going to say, it looked like the official was going to call the offensive foul, and then he looked to hesitate, but they do give him the offensive charge. So, Jalen Brunson leading the league in charges drawn. Add another one to the tally. All back to the Knicks. 2:30 to go. Judge that said TJ bit off this year. That's because it's not playoff time. Come playoff time, TJ McConnell's the scariest player in the NBA I've ever seen in my entire life. Every time he rose up for a mid-range shot, whether he was contested, whether he was a 7-footer was in his face, it didn't matter. He was making it. Regular season game in a tanking year, yeah, he's probably not going 100%. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by McConnell. Has him in the post. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Brunson. Got it to go. Got to his spot, knocked it down. And the Knicks finally break that spell that we were in for a while. Tied at or stuck at 85-83 for a while. Siakam down 3, and Siakam knocks it down. Helping too far off of Siakam. Who is that? Mo Diawara? Come on, Big Mo. You're helping too far. He made the All-Star team on a 13-win team for a reason, brother. Diawara has it up top. Jay Huff switches on to him. They get it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by McConnell. Coming to his right up the screen. Brunson's going to lick the dance with it. Hesitation. Sidestep. Pull up 3. Well short. Long rebound. Shepard able to pick it up. Didn't love that shot from Brunson. Looked like he's trying to go at McConnell a little too much here. And a foul out on the perimeter on Clarkson, trying to stick with Siakam on a mismatch. We're going to get a full timeout here, 87-86. It's still a close game, a back-and-forth affair all night so far here. The Pacers not going anywhere. Absolutely love going up against the Knicks. 100 said how many Siakam three-pointers made? I think that was his third. Siakam is, 3 for 8 from 3. Oh, you can't see it. Siakam's 3 for 8 from three-point range. That said Mike should have called that 2 minutes ago. Maybe. I mean, the Knicks were constantly on the verge of a momentum-shifting shot, and it just kept missing them. They were getting stops, but you got to pair stops with scores. Stops don't matter unless you get the score in the other end, and scores don't matter unless you got the stop in the other end. They were getting the stops. Just weren't getting the scores. And I think Mike Brown was waiting for the score, right? Trying to force the Pacers to call the timeout. And it just never happened. And the Knicks kept getting stops. And the Pacers kept getting stops. Until finally Brunson knocked down a midi, but then Siakam responded with a 3, until we finally get the timeout. Israel Conception. What's up, Israel? This is where we need to take over. For sure. 100 said, I could see this going overtime. I hope not, because the Knicks have a game tomorrow. Bruce Fowler said, how come every team seems to have a Knick killer? Because everybody loves to perform in Madison Square Garden, so every team is bound to have at least one guy who's got that desire in them, want to perform on the biggest stage. That said, Philly must win game tomorrow, in my opinion. None of these are must-win games. Not a single one of them. It would be nice. You'll want to win every game as possible. But to me, I want to get to the All-Star game with no injuries. I want to get back after the All-Star game. I want to go on a nice run, going into the playoffs. I want to make our championship run, brother. That's my mentality right now. Yeah, it's a good game no matter their record. They're playing well and can't pull away. Yeah, sometimes during the course of the game, a team plays over their head. So the Pacers are playing over their record right now. They're fantastic. They're playing phenomenally. And like you said, Yak, the Knicks can't find a way to pull away. Their offense has not been an issue. It's their defense. The Pacers, sometimes you got to have respect for your opponent. The Pacers have played phenomenally tonight. I think the Knicks' defense has been solid, right? There's definitely been some miscommunication, mishaps by the Knicks' defense tonight, but a lot of that also has to do with the fact that the Pacers are playing excellently tonight. I think Siakam's had a good game. I think Hart's had a good game. I think a lot of the role guys, like Ben Shepherd's had a very good game. So, whoops. My bad, I reset the timer by accident. McConnell knocks down the jumper there. 88-87 now. 2 minutes to go. Brunson up top, coming to his right, off the Hug-Porty screen, down the lane, throws the lob, over to Huck. Huck can grab the lob, but just snags it out of the air. Can't get the layup to go. Brunson kicks it out to Josh Hart on the rebound. Josh Hart knocks down the one-legged fall-away floater. And is that Josh Hart? Josh Hart now up to 13 points, but stuck on 9 rebounds and 9 assists. McConnell has it up top. They swing it out to Cam Jones. Cam Jones back to McConnell. Crosses over down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go from McConnell. As the Knicks and the Pacers continue to trade baskets here. This game has continuously had stretches where both teams are continuously getting stops or both teams are continuously scoring. And a loose ball foul on Hug-Porty off the missed Alvarado 3. Hug-Porty pushing off on the inside on Huff. 1:30 to go. Mark Porter with a mark. This is a survival between the Pacers and the Knicks, plus it's MSG. They will not lay down. Yeah, the Pacers have too much pride right now as an organization, as a team. Just lay down on this one here tonight. Siakam, a left wing 3. He's open, comes up short. Brunson with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top, in and out dribble, coming to his left, down the lane, bump, Euro, kicks it out on the pass. But they are in the bonus, so Brunson going to the foul line for 2 anyway. 1:10 to go. Brunson going to the foul line for 2. That's a JB and Josh Cat always have good play. Always good for a huge playoff game or 2 in a series. Usually, for sure. Brunson at the foul line for 2. Bruce Fowler said, "Why are we in a fight for our basketball lives on a Tuesday night against a 13-win team?" Pacers came in here playing well, right? I said it at the start of the show. I didn't expect that to be the case tonight. But at the start of the show, I said, this is why you play the games, right? This is why the Pacers didn't just wave the white flag and say, nah, we'll forfeit the game. The Knicks are a much better team than us this year. This is why you play them, right? Because any team can beat any team on any given night. And the Pacers having, I would argue, if we looked over the course of their season, this might be the best shooting game of their season so far. Or at least close to it. Definitely in the tops. But they played phenomenally tonight. McConnell, mid-range jumper, got it to go down. Brunson did knock down the 2 free throws. Now McConnell knocks down a mid-ranger, and the demon has been activated. TJ McConnell's been activated. Brunson coming to his left off the Hug-Porty screen. He has it up top, being guarded by Cam Spencer. Crosses over to his left, not Cam Spencer, Cam Jones. Brunson down the lane, floater, can't get it to go. Hug-Porty, the offensive rebound, saves it into Clarkson. Clarkson puts up the floater, gets blocked by Huff, but it is a goaltend. 43 seconds to go. Jay Huff gets the goaltend, so it's 93-92 now. And McConnell bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Alvarado. McConnell coming to his right up the screen. Alvarado chasing. McConnell in the lane. Hop step, puts up the jumper. Got it to go. McConnell is awakened. We talked about it. Now he's awakened. Here he goes. Hug-Porty all hanging all over him with Alvarado in the vicinity as well. And McConnell almost under the backboard, fall away midi, got it to go anyway. Brunson up top being guarded by McConnell. 20 seconds to go. He's going to hold it for as long as he could, but there's about a 6-second difference between game clock and shot clock. They bring a double. Alvarado, extra pass, Clarkson, open 3, comes up short, battle for the rebound. Siakam able to pick it up, quick outlet to McConnell. McConnell bringing it down. In and out dribble, kicks, leaves it up top to Siakam, pass fake three. Siakam comes up well short. Josh Hart with his 10th rebound. He's got the double-double. Can't get the three-quarter scored heave off in time. It didn't matter. It wasn't close, and that is going to be the end of our third quarter coverage. Pacers with a 1-point lead, 94-93. Now we go into the fourth quarter. Oof. Oh, my goodness. Lee Wade, she said, can't guard him. There's nobody who can guard him. There's nobody in the world who can guard T.J. McConnell if he gets that mid-range shot going. All he needs one is to go down, and then suddenly he becomes the most unguardable player in the NBA. I saw T.J. McConnell in the NBA Finals against Alex Caruso, Kayson Wallace, Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It did not matter, J-Dub. It did not matter who they had guarding T.J. McConnell. The size, the strength, the wingspan. It did not matter. McConnell was getting to the mid-range. He was rising up. He was shooting over guys. And he was making it time and time again. I tell you, this is why. This is why. T.J. McConnell, I have down here. This man is a demon on the court. He is the scariest backup guard in the NBA I have ever seen. He is the scariest backup guard I have ever seen in the NBA. T.J. McConnell horrifies me. When I have nightmares of the Indiana Pacers, it's not the Halliburton shot. It's not Nesmith not missing a three in the fourth quarter. It's T.J. McConnell. This man horrifies me. He haunts my nightmares. This is why. This is why. Now he's getting it going. Now I fear for the Knicks in this game. They could lose it. If T.J. McConnell plays majority of this fourth quarter, they could lose. They could lose. T.J. McConnell's that scary. He's 5% from the floor. He's got 11 points, a rebound, 3 assists. You look at the stat line and you go, oh, T.J. McConnell, yeah, he's had an impact tonight, right? He's had an impact. No. He dominated the end of that third quarter there. He's kept this. He's kept this a 1-point game with the Pacers having a lead. Without T.J. McConnell, the Knicks would probably have a 7-8 point lead right now. Because outside of him, they've struggled to generate open looks, especially in the second half here. Brian Jacobs, are you too young to remember Miller? I was too young to experience Miller, but I do know, obviously, about Reggie Miller. But that doesn't even scare me more than T.J. McConnell on the court, brother. He is the most horrifying player I've ever had to go up against. A true Knick killer. Going back to his time in Philly as a rookie, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. The second he stepped into an NBA court, he became a basketball demon. I don't know how, because I watch him play all the time. I watched a ton of Indiana basketball last year, and I still don't understand how he gets that mid-range shot off in traffic against 7-footers, 6'8" wings with long wings. It doesn't matter who's out there. McConnell's getting that mid-range shot off. Here we go, start of the fourth quarter. Diawara bringing it down. Takes it up top to Towns. Towns pump fakes, driving to his right. Scoop layup, smokes the layup. Here comes Siakam bringing it down the other way. Hands it off to Siakam. Siakam pushing. Siakam swings it over to Cam Jones. Cam Jones down the lane. Kicks it up top to Siakam. Siakam up top, being guarded by Diawara. They swing it out to Shepard. Jab step. Gets it over to McConnell. Driving to his right. In the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Jay Huff an open corner three. Jay Huff too strong. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Alvarado. Now over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing the pace. Josh Hart leaves it off to Towns. Towns hesitating from three. Hesitating from three. Now puts it up. Jay Huff daring him. And Karl-Anthony Towns sticks it right between his eyes. Okay, he was 0 for 4 from three. Got one to go down. Good sign for Karl-Anthony Towns. McConnell bringing it down the other way. McConnell up top being guarded by Alvarado. Once you see palms up in the air, it's never a good sign. Some miscommunication here for the Pacers on what kind of set they want to run. Cam Jones in the paint. They kick it out. Jay Huff another three. Jay Huff another miss. Karl-Anthony Towns the rebound. Quick outlet to Shamit. Shamit bringing it down. Leaves it off to Towns. Not another one. Not another one, Towns. I didn't like that shot. A little bit of a heat check. You only made 1-3. You don't need to heat check that shot right there. Here comes Shepard bringing it down the other way. Shepard coming to his left. Spins coming to his right. And an off-ball foul in Diawara hugging on Siakam over there. That's at 1 for 6. Yeah, not good. Not good. Not good shooting. Brian Jacobs said, me neither. He dribbles in circles to Dizzy, shoots it up there. He's just barely strong enough to shoot a three. It just looks so abnormal at times, for sure. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. McConnell, mid-range jumper over Alvarado. Got it to go. You're going to have to strip him on the way up, Alvarado. There's no contesting that once he decides to rise and shoot. Alvarado down the lane, kicks it out to Diawara. No hesitation, right corner three. Mo Diawara, yes, sir. Way to get on the books, young man. Way to get on the books. Shepard gets it out to Huff. Huff spins off of Towns in the lane. Scoop layup. Got it to go. End the foul on Towns. Bad foul from Towns. Great move from Jay Huff, who outside of his first made three has not been able to buy a basket. Towns signals to this bench that it's a challengeable play. See the replay on it. Yeah, he missed them. He didn't make contact. There was no foul there. But Jay Huff will be at the foul line for one more anyway. 99 to 98. Jay Huff could tie it up at 99. And Jay Huff knocks down his and one free throw. Alvarado's going to bring it down the other way. 10 minutes to go. Alvarado up top. Crosses over to his right. Bumps against McConnell. Kicks it out to Shamit. Now over to Towns in the post against Huff. Coming to his left. Goes right through his chest. Drop step in the paint. Puts up the floater. Got the friendly bounce to go down. But no foul call on there. A lot more contact on that one than Jay Huff's layup. Cam Jones pushing it the other way. Or is that Kobe Brown? I think that's Kobe Brown under the basket. Shovels it over to McConnell. Mid-range pull-up jumper. He missed one. Oh, my goodness. Here comes Alvarado pushing the other way. Alvarado up top. Takes the hand off the Towns. Keeps it. Calling the screen. Calling for a screen. Alvarado spins. Coming to his right off the Towns screen. In the lane. Bump. Puts up the floater over Huff. Can't get it to go. Towns the offensive rebound. Gets blocked by Huff. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay here with the Knicks. And Towns asking for a foul. Not even asking. Not politely. Screaming for a foul with the official. Alvarado's going to inbound it. Gets it into Towns. Towns up top. Being guarded by Huff. Swings through to his right. Spins to his left. Down the lane. And they call the offensive foul on Karl-Anthony Towns, coming in high with the elbows. Coming in high with the elbows. That is Towns'. Now he's picking up some offensive fouls here, so I'm sure that's his fourth foul. Now that's Mike Breen was saying he thinks the Knicks should challenge that. I think that's an offensive foul on Towns. He comes in high with the elbow. McConnell has it on the left wing. They get it over to Siakam. Siakam in the post against Shamit. There's a bad mismatch. Siakam draws the foul on Shamit. He's going to go to the foul line for two. That is, I'm sure, what Karl-Anthony Towns is frustrated with. That is for sure body contact on Shamit. But there's also body contact for Towns. Brian Jacobs said, Knicks role players need to win this game against 76ers. Yeah, probably. Tomorrow's game is going to be a lot tougher with this game unexpectedly. Why is my score so off? It's 101 to 100 now after Siakam knocked down the first free throw. Tomorrow's game is going to be unexpectedly, or tomorrow's game is going to be even tougher after an unexpected, really tough close game here tonight against the Pacers. Siakam misses the second free throw after making the first one. Huck Porty with the rebound. Huck Porty's coming for Towns, by the way. He's in foul trouble now. Josh Hart bringing it down. Coming to his left. Kicks it over to Shamit. Shamit swings through to his left. Crosses over. Loses the handle on the ball, but knocked out of bounds by the Pacers. It'll stay here with the Knicks. .8:40 to go. Knicks with a 1-point lead. Bridges coming in for Hart. That said Mitch will be on one tomorrow. Hopefully. Mitch has had some middling games recently. Alvarado, nice bounce pass to Huck Porty, gets the layup and the foul. Beautiful pick and roll between Alvarado and Huck. Knicks guards, not the most adept pick-and-roll players in terms of hitting the slip pass of the big man rolling to the rim. Alvarado, immediately upon the trade, becomes one of the better ones at it. The guy who's best is probably Tyler Kolek, who clearly does not get playing time right now. Colton Rung, what's up, Colton? No way they don't let Hart get this triple-double. He'll come back into the game. We'll see if he can get the triple-double. I think first and foremost on their minds is getting this win. And what felt like, okay, yeah, we could pencil in a win here. Now it's up for grabs. Now you got to fight for it. Neesmith up top, being chased by Alvarado. Down the lane, leaves it off for Potter. Mishandled the pass. Alvarado applying some good pressure. Potter then hands it off to Nembhard. Off the handoff of three. Got it to go. What a tough handoff. Heave three for Nembhard there. What a gorgeous shot. My goodness. Alvarado bringing it down the other way, looking for an answer. Has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left. Off the hug 40 screen, snaking it back to his right hand, kicks it out to Shamit. Shamit swings through to his right, hands it off to Diawara. Diawara over to Alvarado. Alvarado up top, coming to his left. Off the hug 40 screen, under the rim. Keeps the Nash dribble alive, kicks it out to Shamit. Ball knocked loose. Shamit recovers it. Shot clock winding down. Has to heave it up there. In and out, can't get it to stay. Battle for the rebound. And Kobe Brown comes flying in for the rebound. Here comes Nembhard up top, swings to his left. Off the Potter screen, steps back, hesitates. Steps back again, swings it out to Kobe Brown, or that's Cam Jones. And then Nembhard gets fouled by Hug 40, foul on the floor before the shot attempt, so side out of bounds for the Pacers, but add one onto the total of fouls here. Dylan Rivera, what's up, Dylan? Is Hart coming back into the game? He is. He is coming back into the game. Just that's a Nembhard look like deuce there, a little bit. Off the handoff, just no hesitation, defense in your face. Shot clock was winding down, so he had to get the shot up, but then I got to heave it up there anyway. Claude Smith, what's up, Claude? Diawara should have started at power forward, and Seamus should be coming off the bench. Nah, I think they need Seamus three-point shooting. Definitely think they need Seamus three-point shooting. Just his space and his point of attack defense. Beautiful. Fake handoff by Jay Huff. Drives right past Huck Porty and gets a tough finish off glass over Huck there. That's just two big men going at it. John Mazzolo, what's up, John? Appreciate you. They get it inside the Bridges. Lost the handle on the ball. Diawara recovers it. Back to Bridges it goes. 105-104. Pacers with a 1-point lead. They throw the lob up top to Huck Porty. A bad pass from Bridges. And now here come the Pacers pushing the other way. Diawara jumped the ball handler, but the Pacers somehow recovered after Diawara knocked it loose. And Cam Jones down the lane leaves it off for Kobe Brown. Gets stripped by Shamit. Now we're pushing the other way. Shamit on the right wing. Gets it over to Bridges, down the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Alvarado, and open, left corner three. Jose Alvarado can't get it to go, and Nembhard skies for the rebound. He's generating some decent looks here. So if I get to restart the timer, my goodness, I apologize. 6:40 to go here in the fourth. Approaching the halfway point, Alvarado pulls it out, leaves it off for Kobe Brown. Brown's going to attack Shamit, spins to his left, lefty layup. Got it to go down. It's one of those nights for the Pacers, man. Guys like Kobe Brown taking our guys to the rim, knocking down tough contested layups. Alvarado up top, being guarded by Quinn Jackson. Coming to his left off a Hug Porty screen. Alvarado swings it out to Bridges. Bridges in the left corner, swings through to his right. Step back, fall away midi from Bridges. Got it to go from McHale. They needed somebody to go get them a basket. Back to a 1-point game, 107-106, 6 minutes to go. Nembhard bringing it down. Where is Jalen Brunson? Nembhard up top. Coming to his right off the Huff screen. Baseline pull-up jumper for Nembhard. Got it to go over Alvarado. And a timeout for the Knicks. They need it. They need it. 5:45 to go. We're past the halfway point. Just that said, Josh stalking the sideline too. Got to get you guys back in there. I'd even get Karl-Anthony Towns back in there. Towns have 4 fouls or 5 fouls? That was Towns' 5th foul. I'd still get Karl-Anthony Towns back out there. And I'd be like, listen, bro, don't pick up the 4th foul. Don't pick up the next foul, right? Brian Jacobs said Brunson always closes out the Pacers. Yeah, but he's 11 for 21 tonight. Not the most efficient game. He's 3 for 10 from 3. Sickin, appreciate you, Sickin. Thank you for the subscription, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Yeah, Brunson with a calm 29, 5, and 5. Not the most efficient Brunson game. 3 for 10 from 3 isn't great shooting. He could obviously always pick it up in the 4th quarter here. He is Captain Clutch for a reason. But I think you're going to need a lot of the others. I forgot who said it in the chat earlier. I think the role players are going to have to win it tonight. I think I agree. I think you're going to need Shamba to knock down a shot here. You need Bridges to continue to play well. Bridges was 16, 6, and 3. Might need a 20-point game from Bridges plus. Josh Hart needs to continue to shoot more. He's only taken 6 shots tonight. He's got 13, 10, and 9. Tennessee, Texas. What's up, Tennessee? Can you please turn your Pacers hatred up? I don't hate well, I do hate the Pacers. That's true. That's true. I am a Knicks fan. But it's a respectful hate. I think your team is very good. Nick Yak said, small guards have to be perfect defensively. Yeah. I mean, it would help if the Knicks could knock down if the Knicks bench guys could knock down any of their open shots. Diawara's hit a 3. They've only had one made 3 off the bench, and that's from Diawara. Alvarado's 0 for 3. Clarkson's 0 for 1. I don't understand the Clarkson minutes tonight. I don't think he's been very good. I don't think he's been out there doing Jordan Clarkson things. Played 13 minutes. I don't think he's done almost anything in those 13 minutes. Like, yeah, he's 2 for 4. That's great. But, like, he comes into the game to score. Taking 4 shots in 13 minutes. Okay, I need more. Right? John Ranaldicho? What's up, John? Can you show players of the Pacers? We can go through it real quick. 23 for Siakam, 10 for Micah Potter, excuse me. Andrew Nembhard with up to 16 now, 6 for 11 from the field. He's taken over a little bit here in the fourth. Definitely going through it. Neesmith, only 7 tonight. Quentin Jackson with 11. Off the bench, Jay Huff has been huge. McConnell's been huge. Shepard was huge in the first half. Has not scored in the second half, though. But even Kobe Brown with 7 off the bench, 3 for 4 from the field. Great Kobe Brown game. I mean, I'm sure you don't expect a whole lot, but, you know, from Kobe Brown, but he's giving you great minutes. I had my timer ticking the whole time. Damn, my bad. All right, here we go. The Knicks bringing it down. Brunson is back on the court along with Alvarado. Alvarado gets it over to Hart. Hart up top. AP with a very generous super chat. What's up, AP? Hart spins, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left in the mid-range. Step back, follow-away jumper. Got it to go from McHale. Like I said, we might have to play a little bit through McHale. My guy AP said, we can't even beat the basic version of the Pacers. Well, this is basketball, brother, and this is why you play the games. Any team can beat any team on any given night. This is why you watch them. Nembhard has it up top, coming to his right up the Huff screen. Driving it down, spins to his left in the paint, follow-away jumper. He's feeling it, can't get that one to go, but Kobe Brown comes flying in. Knicks not doing a good job boxing him out. I did see on the baseline, they didn't know who was covering him. Tried to box him out, but he fought through it, able to grab the rebound there, and then gets fouled, and they are in the bonus, so that's 2 free throws for Kobe Brown now. Bruce Fowler said, you up for another fifth quarter? Always up for the fifth quarter, brother. I really hope they don't need a fifth quarter, though, to pull this one off. Kobe Brown misses the first free throw. Globe Gang, what's up, Globe Gang? Black Cat, what's up, Black Cat? Go Pacers. A lot of Pacers fans in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Kobe Brown does knock down the second free throw at least, giving them a 2-point lead, 110 to 108. 5 minutes to go here. Timer's a little ahead, but we will catch up. 5 minutes to go. Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Nembhard. Coming to his left off the Hart screen. Driving it down, hesitation, down the lane, kicks it out to an open Alvarado. He's going to pump fake out of the 3, drive it down, take some contact, layup, got it to go, and the foul over Jay Huff for Jose Alvarado. He said, you know what? The 3-point shot's not going down. Let me hit the pump fake, get into the lane, and get a layup. Okay, Alvarado, we'll take it, brother. His first made shot of the night. He's now 1 for 5 from the field. AP said, how did Alvarado do? That's his first made shot of the night. He does miss the free throw, though. Battle for the loose ball. Alvarado knocked it loose, but the Pacers able to pick it up. Quick hit ahead to Quentin Jackson. Down the lane, takes a bump, flips it up. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Off the missed free throw, Pacers hit ahead passing. Killing the Knicks, not getting back on defense there. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? 11 for 21. I understand you're number 1. Chill, there's nothing wrong acting like a true point guard. You're complaining about 11 for 21? Can you do math, Chi-Chi? That is over 50%, brother. As Quentin Jackson misses a free throw. Another one coming. Quinn Jackson does knock down the second one, giving them the 1-point lead. 4:45 to go. Brian Jacobs said, Jose had 12 last game, maybe more, and shot 12 times. Yeah, I mean, he's not necessarily out there to get buckets. Brunson lobs it over the top to Josh Hart for the easy layup. Beautiful pick and roll between Brunson and Hart. Not great defense for the Pistons. The Knicks back up by 1, 4:30 to go. Nembhard coming to his left off the Huff screen. Nembhard picks up his handle, gets it out to Quinn Jackson. Quinn Jackson kicks it back out to Nembhard. Nembhard up top. Foul line pull-up jumper over Alvarado. Got it to go for Nembhard. I'd look to get Alvarado out of the game right now. Nembhard is just taking advantage, being able to shoot over him right now. Alvarado staying in front of him, but Nembhard could just rise and shoot the jumper. Brunson has it in the mid-range against Nembhard right now. Hesitation move behind the back. Fall away midi. Oh my goodness, he went dancing with him. He said, can I have this dance, Nembhard? He said, you can't guard me. I know you guard me well, but you really can't guard me. Hit him with a couple behind the backs. Little hesitation. Double behind the back. Sidestep midi. Oh my goodness, he's up to 31. Nembhard down the lane. He's looking for a response. He's got Josh Hart chasing. They get it out to Nesmith, being guarded by Bridges. They get it over to Huff. Hand it back off to Nesmith, being chased by Bridges. Stop. Fall away baseline jumper. Got it to go for Aaron Nesmith. All right, back and forth, these two teams swing. My goodness, they are swinging. My goodness. Tough made shot after tough made shot. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top, coming to his left off the Hart screen. Brunson gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado hesitates from three, gets it back to Brunson. Brunson just walks into a pull-up three. Comes up short, long rebound, and Kobe Brown able to grab it. Here comes Nembhard. Nembhard gets it out to Nesmith. They run him off the line. Nesmith to the rim. Scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go past Huck Porty. Like I said, good timeout from Mike Brown as the Pacers take a 3-point lead. I'm going to look to get Karl-Anthony Towns in the game right now. Alex, what's up, Alex? David Light fouled out or almost there. I don't know who David Light is, brother. Bruce Fowler said, Nick, Pacer playoff game, 38 lead changes. It has been a pretty insane game. We haven't even had space to go around the league. Not that there's a ton of action going on around the league. You got Clippers, Rockets in the third quarter there, ending the third quarter there, 74-69. Suns blowing out the Mavs. An absolute runaway. 27-point lead for the Suns already. Gigi said, Brown is saving the second best player for the next game. Your number 2 is benched in crucial time. He's got 5 fouls. That's why he's on the bench right now. He'll probably come out after this timeout. Suns, Jen. Yeah, that looks like you could just take your eye off of that one for a little bit. 27-point lead already, early second. It's a tough one for the Mavs. I'm assuming Cooper Flagg is out. I'm assuming they have no offensive players available. No, Flagg is playing. Flagg is playing. Darius Walker, what's up, Walker? Is Pascal Siakam coming back in? Probably after this timeout, or maybe not. Carlisle is ready and willing to, do what he's got to do. Kinsba keeps saying overtime. We'll see. Suns Jen said Suns finally healthy. Oh, really? Booker's back. Happy to see Booker back then. Claude Smith said, I'm getting a bad feeling about the Knicks losing this game. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're wrong too. Yeah, but I'm definitely biting my fingernails down the stretch here. For sure. What did I want to check? I wanted to check the team stats here. All right, looks like we're going to check back into the game here, so let's get rid of that so we're not spoiled. But we could take a look real quick. The Knicks have won the possession battle, 84-82, even if it is very slightly. Both teams shooting 52% from the field. Three-point shooting is 17-12. And that is how the Pacers have been able to stay in this game. 17-12. 5-point difference. 5 made 3 difference. Free throw shooting is 18-18, so very the same across the board. 33-41, the Knicks have dominated the boards. And yet, trail here. Turnovers, 10-11. So the three-point shooting is really the thing separating these two teams. Points in the paint, the Knicks have dominated 54-40. Percent led, Knicks 53, Pacers 38. Here we go. We're back into it. We are back into it. Under 3 to go. Towns hands it off to Bridges. Foul line pull-up jumper for Bridges. Got it to go for McHale. Okay. They needed it. Got to get stops. 2:45 to go. Hart up top being guarded by Brunson. The Knicks with their starting 5 back out there. Hart snaking it to his left hand. Great forward top screen from Mike Capata there. Great manipulation by Hart to sneak behind him. 119, 116. Towns, remember, has the 5 fouls. Can't afford to pick up a silly one here. Brunson coming to his left off the Town screen. Driving it down. Stop. Half spin. Half spin again. In the paint. Leans in. Trying to draw the foul. He does. Can't get the layup to go, but he will go to the foul line for 2. Claude Smith said, the Knicks toughest games comes from opponents with the worst record. Go figure. Every team that comes to the Garden wants to play well, especially when it's a rival team like the Pacers. The Knicks, record-wise, roster-wise, the Knicks should have been able to blow out the Pacers tonight, but that is not the case. Pacers came in, have been playing extremely well. Knicks have not been playing well enough. As Brunson misses a free throw, you can't be missing free throws in this situation, man. Can't. Christopher Kahn, what's up, Chris? Pacers eliminated us from the conference, and they got no Halliburton, but should be easy, but no. Even past Halliburton, there's so many guys still out for the Pacers. Brunson does at least rattle in the second one. It's a 2-point game. Approaching the 2-minute mark. Hart kicks it out to Micah Potter. A straightaway 3. Micah Potter misses that one badly. Josh Hart with the rebound. Gets it out to Brunson. Brunson putting his head down. Crosses over to his right. Spins to his left. Half spin. Puts up the floater. Comes up just short. And then Nesmith able to snag the rebound. He's going to push it the other way. And get it over to Hart. Big time miss for Brunson there. Siakam up top being guarded by Brunson on a switch. Siakam's just going to look to take advantage. Knicks are going to have to bring some help. Siakam attacking to his left. Stop. Turn. Oh, he walked with it. They didn't call it. And Siakam knocks down the floater. That's a little bit of a tough missed call for the Knicks there. Siakam knocked down the tough shot. Now Brunson has it up top. Knicks need an answer. Clock not on their tide. They get it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicks it out to Shamet. Shamet coming to his right. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Dancing with it. Brunson crosses over to his left, down against Nesmith, puts up the floater off glass, got it to go, end the foul for Jalen Brunson. Going to the foul line for one more. All right, JB, you're going to have to walk these dudes down again. The fact that they need Jalen Brunson to put the cape on right now is tough. Is tough. Jersey Dad said, make up for it with the and one. Now knock down your free throw. Knock down your free throw. 121, 119. 130 to go. Brunson at the foul line for one more. We got over 1,000 people in the chat tonight. Appreciate you guys. Random Knicks-Pacers game on a Tuesday. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Brunson does knock down his and one free throw. Hart bringing it down the other way. Hart up top leaves it off for Siakam. Siakam coming to his right, up the screen, down the lane, reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Shamet with the rebound. We got numbers pushing the other way. Shamet now pulls it out. Good defense from the Pacers to get back, to get it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson. Now he's just going to slow it down with his handle. Does everybody clear out? Watch me dance. Pull up 3. Don't do it. Don't do it to him. Comes up short. He didn't do it to him. He absolutely didn't do it to him. Didn't love that shot from JB. Walk him down to the basket, brother. You've been having success. They get over to Siakam. Siakam coming to his right. Seamus switched on to him. Siakam's going to dance. Siakam can also be very clutch. They get over to Hart, who's also very clutch. Down the lane, kicks it out. Jackson, pump fakes. Kicks it over to Siakam. Driving to his left. Crosses over to his right. Down the lane, steps through. Gets blocked but fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Shamet gets called for the foul. Siakam to the foul line for 2 free throws. Indiana leading by 1. It was good defense from the Knicks. That's just an all-star being an all-star right there. And the Knicks are going to use their challenge here. See the replay. I think that's marginal contact. We'll see what the refs decide to come up with. The refs and I don't rarely see eye to eye. We rarely see eye to eye. This could go either way. It's going to depend on what the refs deem marginal contact. There is contact there. Basketball is a contact sport. Does the contact knock Siakam off his path towards the basket? I don't think it does, but I could see them ruling that it does. I would rule this marginal contact. Clean block by Bridges up top. Let me see it. Shamit's right hand is on the hip of Siakam. I don't know. The right hand does sneak in there on his hip. But to me, I don't know. It's marginal contact. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a Knicks fan. But I do think that's marginal contact. I think that's the definition of marginal contact. We'll see. We'll see. Hey Woo. What's up, Hey Woo? You're calling a good game, my brother. Appreciate you, Hey Woo. Appreciate you, man. Nick Yak said, who gets the ball if no foul? They're showing the replay here. Let's see who picks up the ball. Right? It's whoever has picked up the ball after the whistle is blown here, after Siakam gets blocked. And they don't show who picks up the ball. I think maybe Brunson was there. All right. Successful challenge. Thank you, Mike Brown. Successful challenge. What a challenge. It's going to be a jump ball. They say nobody has had imminent possession. All right. This is why when the whistle is blown, somebody go grab the ball. Somebody go grab the ball. Eventually, players will become wise to it, and somebody will go grab the ball after every whistle is blown, so the team will have imminent possession. All right, here we go. Pacers with a 1-point lead. 42 seconds to go. Anthony Towns versus Micah Potter. Towns wins the tip. Brunson grabs it. All right, JB. Line us up, JB. Crosses over to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Comes up short. Battle for the loose ball. They knock it out to Siakam. They get it over to Nembhard. Knicks have to play straight-up defense. There's about a 7-second difference between game clock and shot clock. They're not going to use a foul here. They're just going to have to get a stop. And no threes. Siakam has it against Josh Hart. Josh Hart pressing up against him. Siakam driving to his left. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go. He said, this is what you couldn't do, Brunson. This is what you couldn't do, as the Knicks use a timeout. Overtime. Overtime. Guess we got to have overtime. That's a should have fouled? Absolutely not, brother. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You don't foul in that situation. You just play good defense. Try to make a tough shot, and that's what Siakam did. That's what all-stars do. That's what all-stars do. Now the Pacers should probably look to foul here. The Pacers are probably going to look to foul here. Darryl said Brunson for 3. Here's the situation. The Knicks down by 3. 12.7 seconds to go. What Indiana is likely going to do here is foul immediately to try and send the Knicks to the foul line. Another situation is the fact that the Knicks are not on the bonus, so the Pacers would have to foul twice. So they do have a foul to give, and they'll likely try to use it here. If I'm the Knicks, I'm trying to go very quickly. Now, obviously, I'm not going to force a shot if I don't have it, but I'm going to run my offense as if I have 6 seconds to go instead of 12 here, right? I'm going to run a quick action, try to get an open 3, or try to get downhill. Oh, no, the Knicks are in the bonus. My bad. Now they put the graphic up. The Knicks are in the bonus. So the Pacers are going to look to foul immediately. Pacers are going to look to foul immediately. They get it into Brunson. Brunson the 3. Comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Knocked loose. Out of bounds on the Pacers. Ball back to the Knicks at least. They're going to have one more chance. Good fight from Towns to keep the possession alive. 7.6 on the clock remaining. Pacers use a timeout now. That's their last timeout. Whew. Just that to let Shaman get one off. You go to your best players. You go to Captain Clutch, even though he has not been efficient tonight. He is 13 for 28 now. A couple of these have been end of quarter shots. He is 3 for 13 from 3-point range. So the shot's not gone down for him in the second half here the way he did in the first half. Pacers off of the inbound, they're going to look to foul them immediately. This is still the same situation. The Knicks they executed excellently and got Brunson an open look. He just missed it. Just short, didn't get the friendly bounce over the top of the rim. But if the Knicks don't get a clean look off the inbound, the Pacers are going to look to foul immediately. 123-120, the Knicks need a 3. I don't think they have a timeout remaining. So Brunson lobs it over to Bridges. Bridges catches, gets fouled, and they're going to send Bridges to the foul line for 2. Chaotic styles to get Sham at the open look. I mean, it's not like Sham has been knocked down tonight either. Bridges at the foul line for 2 free throws. Bridges knocks down the first one. Let's see if he's going to look to make the second or intentionally miss it. 6.2 on the clock. The Knicks have no timeouts remaining. They probably have to miss it. Pacers have 3 timeouts left. How do you have 3 timeouts left in the final 2 minutes? Doesn't it set to 2 automatically? Huck Porty comes in. Bruce Fowler said make them both and play the foul game. Bridges knocks down both. 1-point game. You're going to look to get a stop. You got to foul immediately. The issue is that the Knicks don't have a timeout. And then the Pacers call their timeout. 123, 122. We got a timeout here. 6.2 to go. Albatross with the subscription. Appreciate you, Albatross. DJ Punchy. What's up, DJ Punchy? Mark said it's a trap. Just that's it for the first time. The ref allowed the full 5. Well, they called the timeout. The refs know that they were looking to call the timeout. They couldn't get the ball inbounded. So the ref was cognizant of Carlisle signaling for the timeout. Carlisle, smart coach, probably told the official, I'm going to try and let them inbound it. If they can't listen for me, I'm probably going to be screaming timeout. But the Knicks don't have any timeouts remaining. Israel said so done with this team. Hit 34-19 right now, brother. You could hop off the bandwagon if you can, brother. If you want. Brother, if you hop off now, don't bother hopping back on for the championship parade. Because you got frustrated at a February game against the Pacers. You won't even remember 2 weeks from now. Win or lose. Hart's going to inbound it. They got Diawara in the game to guard the inbound. They have the full court to work with, so it should not be a difficult to get it into Siakam. 5.2 remaining. Siakam at the foul line for 2. Robert Barragon, what's up, Rob? Is it going to overtime? We'll see. Siakam's going to be at the foul line for 2. They're up by 1. If he knocks down both, it's a 3-point game. The Knicks don't have a timeout. They would have 5 seconds to go the full length of the court and heave up a shot. Lazzy, what's up, Lazzy? Love the hat, chef. Appreciate you, Lazzy. Appreciate you. Siakam, 69% on the season. He's 4 for 6 tonight. Misses the first one. Uh-oh. Karl-Anthony Towns comes in to help rebound. So if Siakam made both, Indiana could immediately foul the Knicks, and it would put an end to the game. Now they can immediately foul the Knicks. Siakam missed the first one. He's got one more coming. He does have ice water in his veins, so that should not be the thing affecting him. Does knock down calmly the second one. It's a 2-point game. They got to go the full length of the court in 5 seconds with some full court pressure here. They get it in the Brunson. Hit ahead to Shamit. Open 3. Can't get it to go. Towns can't get the putback. And a foul. A foul is called. Karl-Anthony Towns to the foul line for 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Towns, knock down your free throws, brother. Knock down your free throws, big dog. I forgot to give him the point. Knock down your free throws, big dog. Oh, my goodness. Brandon Blackstone. Appreciate you, Brandon, for the subscription, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight as well. Umbro official YouTube. What's up, Umbro? Here we go. Towns, knock down your free throws, brother. Knock down your free throws. Shaman missed a good pull-up 3. Towns goes in for the putback and gets fouled by Nesmith. AP, what's up, AP? Appreciate you, brother, for the very generous super chat. They get a Julius Randle thumbs down from me. Oh, brother, you got to watch more basketball, AP. You got to turn on the TV. You got to watch more basketball, brother. Games like this happen every night. Doesn't matter what the record shows. Pacers played extremely well tonight. Don't disrespect your opponent like that. You got to go out and beat a good team. Knicks could have played better for sure, but the Pacers played probably one of their better games this season. So Towns is going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. The Knicks are down by 2. Knock them both down, big dog. Oh my goodness, if you miss one. All right, here we go. Here we go, big cat. They put 0.2 on the clock. So all Towns has to do is knock down both of these free throws, and the game is going to overtime. He's 3 for 4 tonight. He's 85% on the season. Karl-Anthony Towns. Line him up, big dog. Line him up. Line him up, Towns. Don't miss a free throw, brother. Don't miss a free throw. Come on, brother. Come on, big dog. Come on, Karl-Anthony Towns. City on your side. Into the Garden. Line him up. Deep breath. Knocks the first one down. Yes, sir. Ice water in our veins. Send us to overtime. I'll take the overtime. Send us to overtime, Karl-Anthony Towns. Deep breath. I know you got ice water in your veins, big dog. I know you clutch like that. I know you got it like that. Knock the first one down. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. Pacers got inbound. There's 0.2 on the clock. They don't have enough time to heave it up there. Send it to overtime. Send it to overtime. Yes, sir, big cat. Yes, sir. Witness. Witness. Throw 5 minutes on the clock. Are we going to overtime? Technically. But you know what I like to call it? The faded 5th quarter. Here we go. Throw 5 minutes on there. Throw 5 minutes on there. Mark said the AP jinx. It's in full effect. See, that's what I love about my guy AP. He knows what he's doing. He knows he needs the negativity. The negativity will power the Knicks. Here we go. Here we go. Send it to overtime. Did I expect overtime? No. Did I think the Knicks were going to lose it? Maybe a little bit. Did I start losing some of the faith? Possibly. But throw 5 minutes on the clock. 2 good teams going at it right now. Tied at 124. Let's do it. We'll never say no to more basketball. Unless, we're later in the night on a doubleheader coverage and I'm tired. Then you guys know I'll start rooting against overtime periods. But here tonight with the New York Knicks, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so we don't have 12 minutes. We got 5. Here we go. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yep. Pull that back in. Throw 5 minutes up on the clock. Here we go. Mark said first night of a back-to-back. Ouch. It hurts. It hurts. But guess what? Put your big boy pants on. Let's hoop. Roll the ball out. Let's hoop. Let's do it. I'm pretty sure tomorrow's game is at Philadelphia, right? Pretty sure tomorrow's game. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do this. Dre said overtime, baby. Overtime. Gotta love the overtime. Poker, what's up, Poker? Russell Field, what's up, Russell? Mr. Nixon, time to get to work, Knicks. You got this. You were given a life draft. Don't throw it away here. Don't throw it away. Tomorrow's game is at Philadelphia. Yes. All right. It's not like that's much of a travel. So handle business here tonight. Handle business here tonight. Here we go. Here we go. Karl Anthony Towns, baby. Ed Tigre with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Ed Tigre. He said, let's go Knicks. I'm late, but maybe that's best for my heart. You might be the good luck charm, Ed Tigre. You might be the good luck charm. You might be all we need here in this fourth quarter. Eric Villanueva with the Eric. Who wins more in overtime? I don't know what the records are in overtime. The Knicks have only played the one overtime game this season, I think, against the Nuggets the other night, a couple of games ago, which they won. Ended up being a double overtime game. Here we go. This the breaks with the breaks. I cried up on this overtime. Knicks going to win by 6 or 7. I'll take a win by 1 if we can get it. Just give me the win. Knicks would absolutely steal this one here tonight. The Pacers win the tip, and Quinn Jackson will bring it down. Jackson has it up top, coming to his right. Jackson gets it over to Potter. Potter swings it over to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Shamet. Coming off the screen. Steps back. Hesitates. Now driving to his left. Pulls it back out. Good defense from Shamet. Nembhard now driving to his left along the baseline. Step back. Swings a pass out to Potter. Right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound to get it over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson dancing with it against Nesmith. Behind the back. Coming to his right. Has him in the post. Down. Pump fake. Steps through. Leans in. Got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it back up top. Brunson up top being guarded by Siakam. Too much standing around for everybody else. Josh Hart steps back on Siakam. A fall away 3. Can't get that one to go. Didn't love that shot. Didn't love that process from the Knicks. Nembhard bringing it down. He has it up top to get it over to Siakam. Siakam in the post against Josh Hart. Tries to spin along the baseline. Draws the foul. Foul on the floor. Side out of bounds for the Pacers. Ruben, what's up, Ruben? Let's do it. Yes, sir. Here we go. Here we go. Roll the ball out. May the best team win. Throw 5 minutes up on the clock. Throw 5 minutes up on the clock. May the best team win. Josh Hart does have his triple-double, by the way, 15, 11, and 10. Micah Potter gets it into Nembhard. Nembhard crosses over to his right, spins to his left, has it at the foul line, in the post, in the paint. Step back, takes it over to Quentin Jackson, driving to his right against Towns. Scoop play with the left hand, got it to go for Quentin Jackson. Beautiful finish with the finger roll over Towns. Obviously, Towns can't be that aggressive going for a rim contest there because he's got the 5 fouls. Brunson pulls it out, being guarded by Nembhard. Brunson pulls it out, coming to his right, swings it over to Shamet, pump fake, sidestep, open 3, Landry comes up short, battle for the rebound, and the Pacers able to grab it. Here comes Siakam bringing it down against Josh Hart. I have hated this matchup all night long. Siakam spins off of Hart, has it up top, good team defense, but he spins off of him again. Scoop layup, got it to go for Siakam. Beautiful move, spinning off of Josh Hart there. I have hated that matchup all night long, and Siakam taking advantage of it here in this overtime period. Brunson has it up top, directing traffic. Towns coming up to set the screen. Brunson coming to his left off the Towns screen. Kicks it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart inside the Shamet. Shamet reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Shamet rushed it against Siakam. Bad shot selection for Landry Shamet. Nembhard has it up top being guarded by Hart. 4-point lead for the Pacers with 2:30 to go. They lob it over the top to Siakam. Catches, fall away midi. Can't get that one to go. Hanging on the rim. Quinn Jackson out. Nesmith outjumps everybody and snags a rebound with 3 Knicks standing around them. Nembhard has it up top, being guarded by Hart. Coming to his left. Pull up 3 for Nembhard. Too strong, can't get that one to go. Towns battling for the rebound, knocked into the air, and he saves it. Brunson hit ahead to Josh Hart. Knicks have a couple of numbers here. No, it's 3-on-3. They don't. So Josh Hart pulls it back out. They get over to Brunson. They're going to run some offense. Brunson has it up top. I'd involve Bridges here. Bridges had the mid-range shot going down. Brunson is going to run the two-man game with Towns again, coming to his left off the screen. And an offensive foul on Towns, and that fouls him out. That's a bad call by the official. All Quinn Jackson had to do was slide onto the floor and flop, and they gave him the call. You see the replay on it? That's not a moving screen to me. I mean, technically it is, but then you would have to call every moving screen like that, and there's a million of them. Don't like that call. Don't like that call. Fouls Towns out. Nembhard bringing it down. Nembhard has it up top. Porty in the game. They get it over to Siakam, being guarded by Shamit. Siakam faces up, coming to his right, blows past him. Scoop with the left hand, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. And a loose ball foul, and Quinn Jackson going over the back of Mikal Bridges, who hit the floor hard. 2 minutes to go. Knicks will get the ball back. Okay, they get a stop. Knicks down 4. 128-124. Knicks can buy a basket in overtime. 2 minutes to go. Brunson coming to his right up the Hug Porty screen. Driving it down in the lane. Gets blocked by Quinn Jackson. Great. Oh, no, by Neesmith, excuse me. Great block by Neesmith. They got similar hairstyles tonight. Nembhard has it up top. Coming to his right. Brunson switched on to Nembhard. Nembhard's going to look to dance. Coming to his left. Leaning in. Spins to his right. Loses the handle. Picks it up. Kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam out to Quinn Jackson. Quinn Jackson to 3. And that's a backbreaker right there for the Knicks. Pacers up by 7. 1:30 to go. Time winding down for the Knicks. They were given 5 more minutes to try and pull off a miracle on a night where the Pacers have just been spectacular. This probably, I would consider, the best game the Pacers have played this season. Maybe their opening night game against the Thunder that went to double overtime. But that was earlier in the season when they had their full roster available to them. Tonight, down so many players, big impacts from guys like Kobe Brown, Cam Jones, Ben Shepherd, Jay Huff knocking down a 3, Michael Potter in the starting lineup. He's got 10, 2, and 3. Siakam with 30, Nembhard with 20 and 10. Neesmith knocking down important shots. Quinn Jackson now up to 17 points. Huge nights from so many guys stepping up. And it's going to cost the Knicks. It's going to cost the Knicks their first leg of a back-to-back here before the All-Star break. Relic said it's all about flow. Pacers have played excellently. They played fantastic. I think the Knicks played good. I think the Pacers played great. Bruce Fowler said fire Brown. Loris Capitan said GG. Lewis said Knicks are a joke. Lauren said, Knicks, what happened? Listen, they put up 124 points in regulation, and it wasn't enough. So defense let them down a little bit tonight, but the Pacers honestly played excellently. Like, yeah, there's a lot of the Knicks could definitely have cleaned up here tonight, but the Pacers, you got to tip your cap to the opponent sometime. Bridges fires a right wing 3, comes up short, long rebound, Siakam able to grab it. And that one might be the dagger, as the Knicks have just retreated back on defense. A little over a minute to go, and the Knicks are 0 for 5 from the field in this quarter. Nembhard gets it over to Siakam, driving to his right. They kick it out to Potter. This could be the dagger. Potter comes up short, long rebound. Josh Hart battling for it, and the Pacers end up with it. And that's definitely going to be the dagger. Knicks couldn't even grab the rebound. Nembhard crosses over in the lane, throws up the floater, got it to go. And if the missed 3 wasn't a dagger from Bridges, if the missed rebound wasn't a dagger for the Knicks team, that Nembhard floater definitely is. Brunson down the lane, leaves it off for Hug Porty. Got the layup to go, but with 40 seconds to go, time not on their side. 133-126. Nembhard bringing it down the other way. Knicks got to look for a trap. They lob it over to Potter. Potter gets it over to Nembhard, being guarded by Bridges. He's going to wind down the clock as much as possible, and Bridges uses a foul. There's 30 seconds to go. Just that's in Mikal, 5 fouls. Game's over anyway. Mark said, we're cooked for tomorrow, too, after this mess. Don't discount a team rallying to pick up a victory before the All-Star break. We'll see. We'll see. It's obviously going to make tomorrow a significantly tougher matchup for sure. But you'll have Robinson back. Hopefully the Knicks just have an overall better game. Indy Afro, what's up, Indy? As a Pacers fan, I'm frustrated with the Knicks. Yeah, I mean, the Pacers don't want to win too many games this season, but they'll definitely take a win in the Garden to spoil the Knicks a little bit in a championship contending year for them. Iwara comes in to use a foul. David M said Brunson was horrible down the stretch. I don't think he was horrible, but he definitely wasn't good. He was definitely bad. I think horrible is a stretch too far. Maybe I'm being too picky on the wording, but I think horrible is like, oh man, he didn't do anything right. I think he got good open looks, and he just didn't knock him down. There was a couple of times I felt like he was trying to force it a little bit. Still got some decent looks. Just couldn't knock him down. Sometimes you don't knock him down. You're not going to be, Captain Clutch every single night. There's going to be nights where the shot doesn't go down. You don't shoot 100%. You don't even shoot 50% on situations like that. But definitely maybe forced the issue a little bit too much for sure. Wasn't not good, even outside of the shot. Even outside of the missed shots, I didn't love the processing and the decision making. So I agree with you there. MEM said JB was not that guy tonight. No, not really. Not really. Hart knocks down both free throws. And it's a 9-point deficit, 24 seconds to go. Knicks will probably bring it down and heave up some threes. Brunson's going to get into the lane for the layup. They stole it. Shaman a three. Shaman got it to go. 4-point game. 12 seconds to go. Timeout for the Pacers. 4-point game. 4-point game. 12 seconds to go. Miracles? Miracles? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in him? Just that's a Shaman now hits one too late, Lance Hannity. Yeah, he's had great open looks in regulation to put this one out of reach for the Pacers or give them the lead. He didn't hit any of them, but he hits that one. Four-point game. Pacers use a timeout. You guys believe in miracles? Only way they pull this one off. Bruce Fowler said, we already had our triple overtime miracle. Eric C. said, it's a miracle that any of my exes hadn't murdered me. I'm a believer. What? Just that said Carlisle is such a gross W. Anthony Carl, what's up, Anthony? How many seconds? 12 seconds remaining. Moran said, I hope both teams have fun. I think the Pacers had fun tonight. Tristan, need a steal, 3 and a foul. Yeah. AP, another generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Says, why does everyone think this is a championship team? I don't see it. I just don't. What have we achieved to make everybody think that? I don't see it. They won the in-season tournament. They won multiple games against really good teams. They had the double overtime thriller win over the Nuggets. Good win. They lob it in the backcourt to Siakam. Immediately gets fouled by Hart. 10.6 to go. Siakam in the foul line for 2. He's definitely the guy to look to foul. Not a knockdown free throw shooter. He missed the free throw that allowed the Knicks to send it into overtime. Just that said, Bound Mitch better have 30 tomorrow. Yeah, you better have a good game tomorrow after resting today. I don't have faith that he will, though. I don't have faith that he will. Joseph Taylor, what's up, Joseph? Knicks suck, go Cavs. Good luck with James Harden, brother. Good luck. Siakam misses a free throw. Siakam misses 2. Iwara with the rebound and a timeout for the Knicks. 4-point game. Knicks with the ball in the front court. Okay. Yeah, so we needed OG for Siakam. We destroyed Hart. They did. They did. I literally would have gone with almost anybody else other than Josh Hart on Siakam. I don't like the Josh Hart and Siakam matchup. I just think it's a bad matchup. However Josh Hart plays defense, it's not a good matchup for Siakam. I think Josh Hart is a very good defender. I think the way he plays defense, whatever it is a terrible matchup for Siakam. Siakam has taken advantage of him pretty much his entire career, man. Especially during the Knicks' career, especially since Siakam has been on the Pacers and Josh Hart has been on the Knicks. Definitely has taken advantage of that matchup. I don't like it. A night where he absolutely needed Anunoby because he's the best matchup for him, but I would have even maybe put Bridges on him. I would have literally tried anything else. I would have put a small, like Alvarado on him. I would have just been like, just pester him. Just make him annoyed. Just muscle him up a little bit, you know? And then I would have tried Josh Hart again. I would have just mucked the game up as much as possible. I would have mucked the game up. Olek is going to inbound it here. Siakam missed 3 free throws down the clutch here. Missed one in regulation that allowed the Knicks to get it to overtime. And then just missed 2 there. The 4-point game. 10 seconds to go. Olek gets it into Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson. Jab step, 1 dribble to his right, pull up 3 over Nesmith. Got it to go for Brunson. It's a 1-point game. It's a 1-point game. 5.1 to go. Pacers do have a timeout and they use it. 5 seconds to go. 1-point game. Pacers have the ball. Is it enough time? Do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in miracles? Brunson somehow ends up with a 40 ball. And it definitely not felt like the kind of night where Brunson ends up with a 40 ball. He's taken 31 shots. He is 15 for 31. But way too many field goal attempts for JB tonight. 8 assists as well to go along with the 40 points. Just that's a JB got his 42. Dabney, offer main. What's up, Dabney? Pacers versus Knicks, always high drama? Always, always. Can never be a simple game with Pacers versus Knicks. Even with the Pacers in a tank year, missing a multitude amount of players, still finding ways to be competitive here tonight. All right, here we go. I can definitely feel my voice shrinking a little bit here. Voice box definitely going through it tonight. Gonna need some tea in the morning for sure. Hart's got to inbound it. Knicks trying to get the 5-second call. They get it into Nesmith. Or Jackson. Jackson gets fouled by Brunson. Again, similar hairstyles with Nesmith. Harry Rogers with the Rogers. Your name is Clayton? I can call you Clayton if you want, Harry Rogers. Quinn Jackson is a 76% free throw shooter. He's 3 for 4 from the foul line tonight. We'll see if he's got ice cold blood in his veins. Quinn Jackson knocks down both of these as he knocks down the first one. The Pacers can foul immediately to put the Knicks on the line for 2 free throws, so they can't even attempt the 3 to tie it again for a double overtime game. Knicks don't have a timeout. Jackson hits both of them. Get it in the Shamit. Shamit's going to bring it down and gets fouled. You just got to heave it up there, Shamit. Took 1 too many dribbles. You should have took 1 dribble, your 2 steps, and heaved it up there. So now the Knicks are going to be at the foul line for 2. Shamit's going to be at the foul line for 2. You got to make the first one miss the second one, and hope for a tip-in. Shaman misses the free throw, so that's going to effectively end the game. That's going to end the game. With 1 second to go, if he misses this one, they don't even have enough time to knock the rebound out to a three-point shooter for a shot. So that's going to end it. That's going to end it. Unfortunate ending for the Knicks as they go down by 3 to the Indiana Pacers, the lowly Pacers. I will say, at the end, though, the Knicks still winning. You know why? Because the Pacers pick up a victory, and they're one step closer to not retaining their first-round pick next year. If the Pacers go through this tank year and all they end up with is Ivica Zubac and no first-round pick, it might not be the worst thing in the world, right? It might not be the worst thing in the world. Obviously, I'm trying to find a silver lining in what is ultimately a really disappointing loss for the Knicks, who will drop to 34-20 on the season. But hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And that's going to end the game as they inbound to Neesmith. Officially 137-34. Again, the only saving grace that I can come up with after a really disappointing loss is, the Pacers will improve to 14-40 and one step closer to not retaining that first-round pick that they traded to the Clippers. If it falls into the top 4, it goes to the Pacers. Falls outside the top 4, it goes to the Clippers. So, hopefully the Pacers don't win the lottery and they get screwed out of their pick. I'd very much appreciate it. And if the victory tonight against the Knicks helps that, I'll take it. But obviously, the story of the night is going to come down to the fact that it's a really disappointing loss against a team that is not very good, although I will argue back the Pacers played excellently tonight. I think the Knicks played solid defense, not good defense, not bad defense. It was solid, could have been better. But the Pacers shot it like crazy. For a team that is not a good three-point shooting team, the three-point variance screwed the Knicks tonight where the Pacers got extremely hot. AP with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, AP. Says Indiana's been destroying us since 1995, and both teams have the same amount of championships to show for it, AP. So no team is really happy in the rivalry. Eric C. said, good call, Chef. If only the Knicks decided to play Mitch tonight and not tomorrow. Worst Brunson 40-point game ever? Good point. That might be the worst 40-point Jalen Brunson game we've seen. Madrasi said, three-pointers ultimately beat us tonight. Hate the Pacers, missing McBride. Yeah, missing McBride for sure. Alvarado, not the greatest homecoming tonight in the Garden. We could check the box score on Alvarado's score here tonight. Phoenix absolutely dominating Dallas. Houston beat the Clippers. Jose Alvarado off the bench tonight. 4 points, 1 for 5 from the field. 5 assists, though, for Alvarado. He did have an impact. He picked up 4 fouls, but, only played 18 minutes. They're going to work him in slowly. I suspect at some point he'll get into the higher 20, 25-ish range of minutes. Mo Diawara played 18 minutes, didn't really feel him out there. Huck Porty, 21 minutes. Towns only played 32 with the foul issues. Josh Hart, 41. Bridges, 43. Shamet, 38. And Brunson, 42. In an overtime game. The Knicks have a game tomorrow, so not the greatest outcome for the Knicks. They go into overtime, they don't even pull it off. So really tough situation for the Knicks to be in. They could find themselves going into the All-Star break with a 2-game losing streak. So not something you want to see. Either way, we will be live again tomorrow for the Knicks game. Eric C., appreciate you. Sons Jen. MBM, Justice Dad, Karan Clark, AP, Kevin Anderson, appreciate you. Said the Knicks make me want to cuss, but I won't do it on your show because my wife likes watching you because you don't cuss. Appreciate you, Kevin. Yes, we try to keep it a family show. Try to watch my language as much as possible. I don't think I've ever slipped. I've maybe slipped in, not a curse word, but a word you probably shouldn't say on a family show. But, yeah, I try to keep it as clean as possible for sure. For sure. Hoovian said this is the darkest timeline for the Knicks. I mean, this is obviously not a good outcome. 137-134 is not what you want to see in a game against the Indiana Pacers this season for a team that's tanking. But those are the breaks. You win some, you lose some. The Pacers played an absolutely brilliant game. I'd argue maybe even their best game of the season with how well they executed and how well they shot for a team that is 22nd, 23rd in the league in three-point percentage as a team. So they're not a good three-point shooting team, but found ways, found contributions from guys like Kobe Brown, Cam Jones, Quentin Jackson's been solid for them all year. But they're not a good three-point shooting team, and they knocked down threes tonight against the Knicks. And sometimes the three-point variance works in your favor, and sometimes it works against you. In the New York Knicks case tonight, it worked against them. They could not keep up with the Pacers' firepower from the perimeter. Again, the defense could have been better, but I didn't necessarily think it was bad or disastrous, anything like that. Ultimately, I think the Pacers just outplayed the Knicks tonight. And this is why you play the games. This is why the games are not played on paper. This is why we do not simulate through the regular season, because outcomes like this are possible on any given night. And ultimately, the Knicks go down to the Pacers. Now you got a tough game against Philadelphia tomorrow. It'll be their last game before the All-Star break. So, of course, we'll be live tomorrow. I assume regular start time for our game. I can check it right now. 7:30, which means we'll be live a half hour before. As usual, it is a 7:30 start time. It is an ESPN game, so we'll be live at 7 for our pregame rundown as usual. Do we have any late games we want to watch? It is an ESPN game. Pistons playing the Raptors. Could be interesting. Clippers, Rockets, Trailblazers, Timberwolves, Heat, Pelicans, Thunder, Suns could be fun, depending who plays for the Thunder. But our game's at 7:30, so we won't be done by 9. We'll be done probably around 10. So the late game for ESPN is Spurs versus Warriors. No interest in watching the Warriors right now as much as I love Steph. So we'll be live simply for our Knicks coverage tomorrow. I would have been down for a doubleheader tomorrow if we had a good game going. We're going to be off for a while for the All-Star break, so definitely want to sneak in as many games as possible, but we're only going to be able to cover the Knicks 76ers tomorrow. So with that being said, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, and as always, thank you to all of the channel members, whether you were gifted a membership or you decided to become a member yourself. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me for the long run. Still 300 people in the chat tonight. We had over 1,000 during our peak during the game. So shout out to all of the new people who came in to check out the show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it here tonight. And we'll be live. We'll be live again, of course, for tomorrow. And then the last day, the 12th, we will be live before the All-Star break. And then maybe I'll think about going live on Saturday night for the events. Maybe I'll think about going live for the All-Star game. I'm really not looking forward to it. This is the first year that I'm really out of it. Usually, I'll put it on the second monitor, but, and watch it in the background. Even when I was younger, as the All-Star weekend in totality, from the dunk contest to the three-point shooting contest, which to me, I don't even find fun to watch anymore, to the All-Star game itself, all of it has gone downhill. I think Adam Silver has absolutely ruined the weekend. I don't think he's implemented absolutely anything to make the weekend any exciting whatsoever. So we'll see. But I appreciate you guys. As always, remember to brush teeth before bed. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.